Hey, how's everybody doing? And welcome back to Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom with Carlito and Tom. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I see some people are in the live already. Shane, I seen, who was it? Abe from, brother Abe from Spiritual and Cryptid Encounter. You know him very well.
Yes, sir.
Steve Riley, really good
Hey,
friend of
Steve.
ours as well. We got a dude from Texas. What's up, dude from Texas? What's up,
What's up,
brother?
David?
And I think we got like maybe 2, 3 people there. So we're gonna go ahead and wait till a couple more people show up. Shane, if that's okay with you, bro.
That-
So we'll just
Whatever you need, brother. I'm all
yeah.
yours tonight. So,
That way we can kind of once we have everybody here, we can have you explain a little bit about yourself and all that. You know what
okay.
I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely.
so yeah, man. So how was your day today, Shane?
It was pretty good, brother. It was actually pretty eventful.
Cool.
Woke up at 7, took my boy to his football practice. So he actually had a scrimmage. It turned out to be 4 of them. And then
Okay.
got off, dropped him off at home, went and took care of my horse, cleaned up, did a little bit of riding. And then I stopped there and then had to go to my nephew's 8th grade graduation party. And then made it home in time to get on here and talk cryptids with you.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for
How
coming
about you? How was
coming
your
by,
day?
man. Good, man. Good. Actually, I relaxed today. Like I was telling you on backstage.
Yeah.
I didn't work today because I didn't want to have that that stress that I have to work and then I have to finish on time to get ready for the
Mhm.
show and all that. So I said, you know what? I just put it off and I'm just gonna wait for tomorrow to do what I'm
Hey,
doing, what I'm working
that's what
on.
Sundays
Yeah.
are for.
Yeah, man. Hey, but you put in a lot of work in the day, man. All that in one day. Golly, man.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
especially after
stuff
a
you did.
long work week. That's for sure. It's just one thing after another. But hey, family before cryptid. That's what I
Yes,
always try to
yes,
remind myself. And multiple
yes,
guys you've told me, Paul, David, plenty of people. So,
yes,
but
yes,
I get
man.
so involved in the cryptid. I get so dove in, and it consumes me.
Right, right.
So I
Yeah,
gotta put on the brakes just a little bit.
yeah, exactly, bro.
All right, get back to real life stuff. So
Yeah. Hey, I got a special shout out for NADP, man. Jody and Nick. We're great guys, and we actually got our NADP shirts today, right?
yep,
Yeah, look
representing.
at that.
I don't know if you guys can see
Representing
it, but
NADP, baby.
NADP. Shout out to Dev, Nick, DA, Art VRs,
uh,
Bob. I think it's Bob Wilson or Bob. He's the Region 5 director. I can't remember his name. I want to say it was Bob. And then, of course, Jody.
right,
So,
yeah. Yeah, well, my shirt, courtesy of Nick Valente. Yours was Jody Cook, right?
yes, sir. Well,
Same thing.
actually, I bought it, but I hit him up and
Right,
I was asked if he had any shirts. And he's like, I've got a
right,
couple
right,
polos.
right,
So, yeah,
exactly.
but it was an honor. I was getting to talk to him. I talk to him every once in a while, maybe once a
Yeah.
week,
Yeah,
see how
you know
everything's
what?
going.
Actually, I got lucky with this shirt, bro, because Nick told me that it was one of the last ones they had from their batch that they had, a
Uh,
while back, and that this is funny. Check this out. He said, "Well, Carlito," he said, "all I got is one left, man, but I don't know if it's gonna fit you. It's a 2XL." I'm like,
uh.
fuck it, let me get it, man. You know what I mean?
There you go. Hey, but you got
Yeah,
the last shirt.
yeah.
And
I
then you
guess
sent me those
because
pictures.
yeah, because
Yeah,
I guess
of the
because
shirt.
it didn't fit anybody, when they had them made or whatever, and
Uh,
that's why I guess he still had it, right? So I said, man, that's perfect, dude. I mean, I'm really an XL, but I said I can use a 2XL.
yeah,
Fit me
what?
kind
Why
of big,
not?
but it's all
Yeah,
right.
it's actually a nice shirt. I like how it's got the
That
on the
blood moon in
arms
the
and then
back,
yeah the
yeah,
NADP logo.
yeah. It's got
But
the
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 flag
flag right here. It's got the patch right here.
that
It's
is
got
so
the
clean.
let
I
me
know I got
pull
to get some
turn around here.
when they ever make some more. Yeah, with the paw print in the back.
Yeah, the blood moon in the paw print.
I
Cool,
like
man.
that. I
Yeah,
know I made
dude.
up a
I got
concept for
lucky, dude.
Region
I got
One.
lucky actually because he wouldn't have had any if he didn't have any left over. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
Basically, that's what I'm trying
definitely.
to say. Yeah,
I know.
but yours is
I
pretty
made
cool
up
too,
a.
though, man. Yours is a
Oh, it's just
polo, right?
yeah. It's got the polo and it's got the field investigator logo. I don't know if you can really see it. I think my name's
Cool in the
blocking it off.
NADP. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you have anything on your shoulders or no?
No, no, it doesn't. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
in the front, these two patches right there.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I did make up a concept for Region One. It looks kind of like B.A. Roberts' shirt. It had the moon with the Dogman howling, and it just says Region One. But it has the same exact concept that your shirt has. NADP on one side, and then it has NADP and red writing with the globe on the back, and then on the other arm it had the flag, and then the same thing with the patch.
Right.
But I mean, I just made it just messing around on Sketchbook, just bored one day on lunch break and was doodling around. So it's real similar to yours, though. Real similar.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I really liked it when I received it because I didn't even know what it looked like, right? When
Yeah.
when Nick told me, and I'm like, man, I'm curious what it's gonna look like when I received it. I'm like, man, that's badass. I'm like, damn,
Right.
all the patches on the elbow, on the sides, the back, the front. I'm like,
See,
man,
I
that's
didn't know it
badass.
had all that. And when you,
Yeah,
I think it was about 3 weeks ago, I messaged you and I'm like, hey, where'd you get your shirt from? You're like, oh, I got it from Nick. And I was like, oh, what's the back and the front look like? And you took the side by side photos. I was like, that is so sick. I like how it has the
yeah. I took
different
it
patches
all.
on every arm.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then
yeah,
on the back
exactly,
as
bro.
well.
Oh yeah, man. So enough about the NADP shirts, man. They're awesome. They're badass.
We can talk about that for an hour.
I know, right? But yeah, man. Well, I guess we go ahead and get started. We're like
Okay.
maybe 10 minutes in already. So yeah, man. So tonight, guys, we're gonna be talking about Dogman and other cryptids, and whatever Shane wants to talk about or whatever I come up with. I have a couple topics already that that I want to talk about, but those will come in later. Well, first of all, I'd like to say that to all the group in Facebook and in the channel as well, Cryptid, CPK, Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom. I'd like to apologize that I haven't been really active within the last 2 to 3 weeks, and that's because, like I told Shane, that I was slammed with work, man. So that took a lot of my time that I couldn't really find the time to set up somebody for an interview or talk to somebody or for a pre-interview and all the stuff that goes with that. You know what I mean? So I'd like to apologize, first and foremost for that, guys. I know y'all haven't really seen me active in the group or in the channel, but yeah, that's my little ramble I got for an intro today. But so Shane, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, man? Because I mean, there's people that might not know who you are
Yeah.
yet, bro. You know what
So,
I mean, or know very little. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, bro?
yeah, brother. I
Cool.
recently just got into the cryptid world, I guess you could say, about 8 to 9 months ago.
Hmm.
A coworker of mine who I actually interviewed on my channel, West Coast, Andrew Zamora, got me into him, and I believed in Sasquatch all along. I mean, big hairy
Hey,
man that lives in the
Shane.
woods.
Hey, Shane.
What's up?
Carry on, bro. Let me do something real quick, okay? Just take a
Okay,
second,
all
okay?
right.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah. So my buddy Andrew got me into Dogman, and I laughed at the name.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
really. I just thought the name just
Everybody
sounded so
does,
stupid. I'm like, dude, you're talking about a werewolf. Those things don't exist.
right?
But then he's like, no, no, no,
Exactly.
dude, hold on, hold on. You got to listen to Vic Cundiff's show. And I listened to a few, and they sound kind of cheesy. I'm like, oh, these guys can really sell and make some money.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, no, dude, listen to a couple more. So we started listening to a few more and got my mind interested. Like, oh, okay, there's might be something out there. And then we started listening more and more to it. And I dove head first, I'd say around November, into really researching them. And then that's when I came across Paul Chafin's channel or page on Facebook, Kentucky Dogman. And I was like, dude, he's posting a lot of good stuff. And I'd only seen Pinterest werewolf pictures that in a lot of these other Facebook pages I'd seen. And I just thought, oh, mate, it's just fan concept. But Paul's photos really popped. And I'm like, hey, there's something in the bush right there. That looks like a muscled out wolf on two legs. And then I got more involved. And then Paul started showing me his little techniques on how to look for him, like a jet black shadow during the daylight, hiding behind a tree is just not normal, especially jet black where it almost absorbs the light. And then he taught me how to throw it through some filters and negative apps and stuff like that. And then I David from Texas befriended me and really helped me out and
Mhm.
really encouraged me to, not give up. You're going to get those naysayers out there that are
Right.
going to say it's pareidolia. And maybe my pictures are pareidolia. I don't know. I look for what I was taught and post up what I see. Hey, it might be. I don't know. But
Right.
recently, I found an area north east of me, about 2 hours, the little
Mhm.
research area, Shaver
Mhm.
Lake, real heavy on Sasquatch. But there was
Right.
recent encounters of Dogman sightings. So
You
hey,
you
that
uh
sparked my
you
interest.
you you actually posted your expedition there, right? In
Yes,
your
sir.
group?
I sure have.
Okay.
My wife and I have gone up there 3 times in the last month. Just in the month of May, we went 3 times. And I say
Mhm.
each time we went, it got better and better with the
Right.
evidence that I found.
Right. Right.
And she found actually some evidence. This last one, I walked right by it. It was a big old scat,
Oh,
big old
that's
pile of
right.
it. And I'm sitting there, I'm
Right.
like, what is that? And so I grab a stick and I start opening it up to see what it is.
Mhm.
And I'm Googling it. And I know it's not deer scat. So I start looking at it and she starts dry heaving because I take a piece of the stick and I just go to smell it, and I just wanted to see. Didn't have a stench to it. But then,
Yeah.
as gross as that is, I actually Googled, let's try bear scat. And sure
Right.
enough, it was a match. It freaked
Yeah.
her out because she didn't want to be around out in the woods with a bear
With the
roaming around.
bear. Right.
So
Exactly.
yeah, so I found some tree structures, and then we went into a different part of the meadow about a mile down. We went onto an old abandoned OHV trail, and how I say it's abandoned
Nice.
was they cut down a bunch of these old cedar trees and just laid them down in the trail, so you can't get your off road vehicle back there. And so we start climbing over more and more of these things, and then she lost cell service and was like, "Hey, let's turn around." And I'm like, "All right, well, I'll turn around." Well, I happened to look down, and I've been looking the whole time. Everyone says look up. I've been looking up, but I look down and I see a print. I don't know if it looks canine, but
Mhm.
I know it's not a human foot. I know we don't have a lot of wolves out here in California. I think they all got eradicated back in the 1920s because they're a varmint pretty much, well,
Right.
or a pest back in the day to everybody's livestock. And I think the only ones that they have are either in Northern California by the Oregon border, and I think they're trying to reintroduce them into the population. But the print I'd measured, I didn't have my measuring tape on me, but I did try using an app, but I measured it a little too far, so it looks like it says it's 13 inches. But I compared my Winchester knife to it. I'm like, there's no
I
coyotes
seen
out
that.
here.
I seen that.
Yeah,
I seen the
I
picture.
just
Yeah.
I don't see a coyote having a print that big unless it's on steroids or eating really good food. But yeah, it blew my mind. I thought to me that was my best piece of evidence of something canine. And then the tree structures to me in the den, I believe, were more Sasquatch.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much about my research. But other than that, I'm just a normal 31-year-old guy from Bakersfield, California.
Cool.
Married, I have a 10-year-old son, and I ride horses on the side outside the cryptid world.
You know what? It's funny you mention that because you're one of the youngest people that I've met in this community.
Mhm.
Cryptid community. Wanting to do something, wanting to, not just be a listener or what is it called, enthusiast, but more of wanting to get your hands out there, right? Like boots on the ground, right? What they call them.
Exactly.
And you get out there and you research, you found your little area, which is awesome, and it's
Mhm.
very squatchy, by the way. I've seen all the pictures, and I'm like, wow, dude, that's, man, you could tell that's just squatch. It's got squatch written all over it.
Written all over it. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the whole town's got
Yeah.
murals and paintings of Sasquatch. So
Hmm.
just recently there was a sighting of a guy fishing, and he's holding up his fish, and in the back you zoom in on the picture. I posted it on
Hmm.
my Sasquatch page, but it looks like a mother Sasquatch carrying a baby on her back. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to send you that link. I don't know if you saw it, but it's on there.
Yeah, man, that'd be great. That'd be great to see. But what I want to like detail it down to like where you first started, bro. I know you just gave us like a pretty
Little
much
brief.
a little
Yeah.
brief explanation or brief bio, but I'd like to break it down to even more than that. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
where did you first find interest in cryptids, bro? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I guess you could say ever since I was a little
At what
kid.
age? At what age? You know?
Well, having my mom get us into horror movies at a young age, like I wouldn't say it's normal for a mom, but we laid down there and we used to watch Night of the Living Dead when I was 3, 4 years old. And we'd watch werewolf movies. She'd
Yeah.
Stephen King's was actually my favorite one as a kid. And shocking that 30 years later, I'm out researching bipedal
Right.
canines. So
Right.
it kind of
Exactly.
correlates.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would
Exactly.
say my mom
Exactly.
got me into it at a young age. Not so much cryptids. I always believed Sasquatch existed. And watching the Loch Ness Monster, the footage there, don't know if it's real. I mean, I think they debunked it. That picture's from the 1930s, the one coming
Right.
out of the lake. But yeah, there's
Right.
always been an interest. I just never knew that Dogman existed. I always thought it was just Mothman, Loch Ness Monster, and Nessie.
That was it,
So
right? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Me
all I
too.
knew of.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. As I was a kid, it was just Squatch. It was just Nessie,
Hmm.
and basically, that was it. I mean, but later on is when you start digging further, and you're
Hmm.
like, wow, dude, what the hell? You know what I first ran into before anything of the cryptid, like even Dogman, because I
Hmm.
never knew about Dogman until like 2015 or 16 is when I first
So yours is
found
recent too, then.
found him. Yeah, yeah, that's when
Yeah.
I first
Okay.
found him, because and everybody knows my backstory, but I started as a kid. I went to the library, and
Hmm.
just like me and Tom, we both pretty much the same. We went to the library, looked at UFO magazines, or looked at Bigfoot magazines, or looked at all that type of stuff up, right?
Hmm.
So me, when I first found it in 2015 or 16, I was blown away. But before that, I used to watch. I remember when I discovered YouTube like in 2007. That's when it had been out like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 years before that, but I didn't know about it until
Yeah.
2007. And I was like, hell yeah, dude! And I started researching everything, right, like Bigfoot and all that, and started watching all kinds of Bigfoot, and paranormal stuff, right, and UFO stuff. And I'm
Hmm.
like, yeah, I was just like a little kid, dude, just glued to my computer, bro, like looking all that, right? So
Yeah.
like, man, like a kid at a candy store, right? And so when the first thing that really got me and like blew my mind, and I was like, whoa, dude, what the hell is that? It was the Montauk Monster, dude. That shit came out back in 2000, maybe 10 or something like that, or
Montauk. I never heard
9.
that one.
Yes, look it up. It's an experiment looking animal, right?
Huh?
That washed up the shore. I can't remember what state that was. If anybody in the chat knows, if y'all can fill us in with that, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But it was this pig looking thing, bro. Like it was just a corpse, right?
Uh
It
huh.
washed up on shore. Like it came from the water, like somewhere it just washed up on shore, right?
Hmm.
And it had like a dog kind of body, but no hair. It had
Wow.
like a pig kind of face, but with like a bird's beak at the same time.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
crazy, crazy. Yeah, and it's all over the internet. It's called the Montauk Monster.
I'm
So,
gonna write that down and go check
mhm.
that out after the interview.
Yeah, M O
Montauk.
M O N T A U K,
EK.
Montauk Monster.
Montauk Monster. Okay.
Yeah, and it washed up shore, and they actually had the picture or the video. I can't remember what I found, but I was like, whoa, dude, what the hell is that? So I'm like, man, they're actually doing experiments with animals, right? Like different types of
Oh, I
animals
believe
all
there's some
together.
dark agencies and stuff that
Yeah,
work on different things. They just don't tell
yeah,
us because they don't want to freak us out. But
yeah, exactly.
it's one of those things.
And you know what? And I really do. I really do believe me. Me myself. I really do believe that the GOV experiments with different types of animals. You know,
Oh, 100%.
yeah. I mean, because I think maybe apes, maybe lions, maybe tigers, maybe chimpanzees, all that together. With
Yeah.
their embryos and all that, and see
Hmm.
what comes out of that. You know what I mean? Kind of like that movie everybody knows that I love personally. That movie, The Island of Dr. Moreau. Have you ever heard of that?
I never have actually.
Really?
No, I
Wow,
was
dude, you need
thinking.
to.
I thought you were going more the Jurassic Park route. You were there
No, 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 no.
experimenting. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay, there it goes. Steve Riley said New York, I believe,
Oh,
about the
okay. So Montauk is
Monster.
in New York. I'm gonna write that. Thanks,
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah, and yeah, Voltron said he believes it's in New York as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, was this? As Abe said, happened in Puerto Rico, I think, an island where they supposedly experiment. Oh, okay, that's another
Oh,
opinion
well,
then.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
Abe
check that
saying
one out too.
he's
Thanks,
thinking
Abe.
it's in Puerto Rico.
Puerto
But
Rico.
yeah, the island of Dr. Moreau,
Mhm.
Moreua, I think, or something like that. Moreau, I can't remember. But yeah, he does it. It's an island, dude, where he there's a guy. He's a doctor, right? And this was what's this guy's name, man? He was very famous back in the '70s. God, the one from the Godfather, bro, the original Godfather. What was his name?
Oh, shoot, that's before my time. Sorry.
Um,
Oh, I'm trying to think.
Brandon something, Marlon Brando. There you go,
Okay.
Marlon Brando and Val Kilmer. Well,
Mm-hmm.
they had a '70s movie about that too, because I looked it up on YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a '70s movie called The Island of Dr. Moreau, and then there's a '80s or '90s movie, which that's the one I'm talking about with Val
Okay.
Kilmer. Yeah, but I think I watched them both, but like the '70s one really bored me because I don't know. I guess the effects they had back then or whatever. But the
Weren't that
'90s one,
good?
yeah, they weren't that good, bro.
You're
So
like,
the but
oh,
yeah, exactly. But the '90s one is pretty good. It's got a little
I'll
bit
have to
more
check that
action, a
one
little bit
out.
more. Yeah, check it out, man. Val Kilmer, he's a damn good
So,
actor.
about what was the movie called again?
Is The Island of
Island.
Doctor Moreau,
Doctor Monroe.
Moreu, something like that.
On
You'll
road.
be able to
Something like
find it.
that.
Yeah, something like that. You'll be able
All
to find
right. It's got Val
it.
Kilmer in it.
Yeah, it's got Val
All right.
Kilmer and
Write that
Marlon
down
Brando.
too. Got a
Yeah,
full
but
page of notes right now. So,
yeah, bro. So that was like the very first thing that I saw that I was like, whoa, that sparked up my interest in these cryptid type things before I knew they were cryptids, right? Because
yeah.
all I knew was Bigfoot, and I really don't consider Bigfoot a cryptid. I consider Bigfoot more of a missing link primate. You know what I mean?
I think that's the same thing with. I mean, that's where we get into these different theories. Are they interdimensional or are they flesh and blood? My true theory is if it bleeds or if it breathes, it bleeds. So, and if they're
Yes,
eating, then obviously it shows that they're flesh and blood. I think more the
yes.
paranormal is if they aren't eating something and they are coming out of a portal.
Right, but look, the thing is, bro, like when we say Dogman, which is a stupid name, actually, everybody says that. I say that too.
Right.
It should be more like Wolfman. That's what it should
Wolfman,
really be
yeah.
called. You know what I mean? If anything, right? If
Yeah.
if they don't want to call it a werewolf or whatever, because that's more Hollywood. But
Yeah.
Wolfman would make more sense. But like even then, like these people that see him, yeah, because look, I don't know if you know about this yet, bro, but there's a battle in the community which 50% of the people think it's uh, you know, flesh and blood,
Hmm.
no paranormal anything, no supernatural anything, just flesh and blood, straight up animal that's
Hmm.
been here for thousands and thousands of years, which makes sense. They could live in cave systems where, nobody ever sees them until they want you to see them or something, right?
Exactly.
But then there's people that say the other 50% say that it's paranormal or it's supernatural, which they have supernatural capabilities and powers, like
Hmm.
cloaking, which is instantly disappearing.
Hmm.
There's some people like Abe Sears that he says that, and that does make sense as well, and I do agree with that too. That he calls them disembodied Nephilim. He says they come from the Nephilim.
The fallen angel theory.
Yeah, fallen angels, not like, yeah,
Yeah.
but they're more like a where they can materialize and dematerialize at will. Like they
Yeah.
can
Like a
appear
spiritual.
and disappear at will. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
how he has them. Like you've seen his pictures and his
Oh,
videos,
Abe's got. He just posted a
tons of
video the
them.
other
Yeah, that
day
was
that
like the
you see
best
that one.
one, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I was like sitting there. I saw it blink three
no, yeah, you
times.
can see it blink. You see it shine
It's
the
probably the
the,
best
the
video I've
teeth.
seen of,
Yeah,
other than what Kirk Stokes has posted and what
yeah,
Paul their
yep,
videos. The Abe has probably the third best video, if
yep,
not the best.
yep.
I've never seen the eye actually blink, so it
Yeah,
blew my mind. I was like, Abe's got
I
golden
know,
footage right here.
I
So
know,
good,
bro.
awesome video by the way, Abe.
Yeah, that's what I told Abe too. I said, bro, you got him good this time, man. I saw some
Yeah.
eye blinking. I saw some teeth baring.
Dude, that
Like
thing didn't have
at
straight teeth,
times.
that's for sure. It looked
Yeah,
kind of,
no, at times it just kind of went like,
yeah,
you know,
it
a
was
couple
creepy.
times and like burying them, but that was it. And then you could see him like kind of like the Matrix, dematerializing. It's
It's
crazy,
weird.
dude. Yeah, it's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird. So there's that, and then there's people that link them to like UFOs, bro, because and I have also after so
Mm.
many years of listening to different encounters on many different channels, cryptid channels. I've heard where where the eyewitness before or after the cryptid encounter, they see a UFO, bro. So they link it with that. They're like, oh,
Hmm.
they must have came and dropped them off, or they must have came and picked them up. You know what I'm saying? After they
Same
saw
thing
the
with a lot of
encounter.
Sasquatch sightings
Yeah,
too.
exactly
So
that too. So there's a big realm of different opinions, and that's
yeah,
why I was saying maybe you don't know the cryptid battle, I like to call it, because
yeah,
some people man, they're hardcore on their beliefs, bro. They're like, no, it's flesh and blood, and the other guy's like, no, it's paranormal, no, it's supernatural. It's like, and they fight over it, and they get
yeah.
banned
And I
from
get like
groups and
at the end of the
stuff
day,
for
D.A.
that. Yeah,
Roberts said it best. It's all just theories at the end of the day. Some people's eyewitness accounts might be paranormal, and the other where they see him coming out of a portal or dematerializing. The others could be a truck driver driving down, I-5 and seeing some 8-foot bipedal canine crunching down on a deer carcass. So who's to say that that person's wrong or that person's wrong? They're both right because that's what they saw.
exactly,
So
exactly. But see,
I
it takes I think not smart, not intelligent or anything, but a more like,
open
how do you,
minded.
yeah, open minded. There you go.
Yeah,
That's the key word. Open minded person to accept different theories all at one time and say,
that's why I
yeah,
keep
that
an
could
open
be
mind.
possible.
Yep.
Yes, that could be possible. Yes, that could be possible. And I believe they're all, they all make sense, and they're all,
Yeah,
you
who's to
know
say they're wrong?
plausible.
Now, if
Yeah.
someone's making up a story, like if I went on Vic's show right now and said, "Oh yeah, I saw something eating on," Vic's able to sniff out, who's telling the truth or who's telling the truth and who's lying. He's had to cancel a lot of people because just on how they explain the story, sometimes it just doesn't, it doesn't make sense. So, who's to say that they're wrong? Maybe they're trying to get their 5 minutes of fame. And that's why I don't care to ever get popular. I stay small and humble, and that's why, like you said earlier, I just want to get out there to get my own answers, really.
Right.
And David
Right.
told me the best thing when I first started: we do this
Mhm.
for us, not them. So if someone is
Right.
closed-minded and say they don't exist, then okay, then just like my Andrew told me, when I first interviewed him, he said that millions of people believe in Jesus Christ, and anyone that's religious out there, I'm not bashing because I'm a Christian myself, but
Mhm.
no one's ever seen Jesus Christ unless when he was here 2,000 years ago. So who's to say that if I saw a Dogman and I tell you and you don't believe me, who's to say that I didn't see it? I saw it, but you
Right.
know,
Right. Right. Exactly. And see, and then a lot of times too, like I ran into that when I first started. Like with the
mm-hmm.
groups. Like I started way back, like I'm gonna say with the groups. I'm gonna say like in 2000, maybe 17.
Oh,
When
okay, so
I,
just recent, so the last 5-6
yeah,
years.
yeah, about 5 6 years. And when I right after I discovered you know Vic, which I consider him like the godfather of Dogman, right?
Yeah,
um
I say so too.
yeah, some people like him, some people don't, but that's not up to me. I really don't get into
Yeah.
all that. But what I do is I give the man the credit, you know what I mean? But when I first you know ran into his channel, it must have been like late 2015 or
Mm-hmm.
16. And I started binge watching. Man, dude, you're not gonna believe me, dude. He was like at 250 shows, and I
Mm-hmm.
binge watched them all, like in, like, I'm gonna say maybe 4 or 5 months.
Wow.
All of them,
I know.
yes.
I still got to
I
catch
would,
up.
yeah, dude. No, I was listening to like three a day, bro, like that.
Wow. See,
Yeah,
that's why I put them on. It's like when I'm at work, I'll put in my
yeah,
ear pods, and just when
yeah,
I'm doing my job, I'll just listen to one. I'll throw in
yeah.
like 176, for example. I'll just throw that one
Right,
out there, and then
right,
74. I don't keep it consistent. So
right, right, right. Exactly.
I try to, but it's just like, well, kind of spice it up.
Yeah, yeah. So when I started back then, I was like, man, what the hell is this? This was like 2015. That's when I first heard of Dogman.
Hmm.
I'm like, what the? And then I started seeing that on Facebook too, right?
Hmm.
And as a matter of fact, like the first people that I started seeing with their shows right after Vic was who was it? It was the Venomous Fringe with Chris Cyrus,
Hmm.
and then Josh Turner had just started his also, uh, and I started listening to that because he was great on Vic's
Oh
show. By the
yeah,
way,
I know Vic
man,
had him on
dude,
there like 3 or 4 times, and
yeah,
then
dude,
he's
like
brought multiple guests back. Marvin Allen, even
yeah, bro, yeah,
Marvin's
like.
definitely.
But dude, Josh Turner on Vic, bro, felt like, oh man, dude, he had so many good fucking, stories to tell and everything. I was like, God damn. And then he started his own show, and then started, obviously I subscribed and stuff. And then he was actually the one that invited me to like my first cryptid groups back like
Oh,
in
really?
2016, I think. Yeah,
So you've been
'cause
in groups for a long time then.
yes,
Okay.
and this is I'm talking about Josh because I reached out to Josh. Obviously,
Yeah.
when he first started his show, right after Vic, he
Hmm.
came out on Vic like maybe 4 or 5 times or something.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, man, yeah, I love doing this. I like, dude, you're fucking badass at storytelling with these encounters that people share with you. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, you want to join some to some groups, and I'm like, yeah, sure. So he invited me to my first cryptid groups, which
Hmm.
back then was it was Dogman / werewolf discussion, and then Dogman believers only. Those were my first two. And then after that, everything just kept, just fell into
People
place.
creating pages after
Yeah, just
another. So
yeah. And I
you know what's
kept
funny
getting
is a lot
invited,
of people
invited,
that are,
invited.
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
so
I
many
must.
people in the same pages or in others. So I think it's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Why can't you have your own? That's
Right.
why I did mine, because I
So
loved what Paul had. And I'm like, I want to
exactly.
create one for the West Coast.
So that
So
going back to that, I was saying
yeah.
that when I first started, I started getting like not attacked, but like kind of bullied because I didn't know much about the topic. So like the
Mhm.
people that did know a lot, they were kind of bullying me, like, dude, you don't know this, you don't know that. No, it's flesh and blood, and then and arguing with me and all this. I'm like, dude, but why can't you be open to the possibility that it is paranormal or supernatural? You know what I mean? Like that they do
Exactly.
have powers to going in and out of their realm, you know what I mean, and ours. And they're like, nah, dude, you don't know nothing, this and that. So I was just like, oh, whatever, dude. And I got into a couple of that, fights with people when I first started like that. But then I was just like, you know what, whatever, dude. You think what you want, I
You don't have
just
time for
respect my
them.
opinion. Yeah, I ain't got time for
You
all
know, argument. You want to keep believe your way, then believe your way. Stop telling me how to
Yeah.
believe what you need to believe. So
Yes.
it's just
Exactly.
one of those. That's what I keep an open mind to everything. And when people start trolling on photos and groups that I'm a part of, I either, if I'm an admin, I just boot them. But
Right.
I also keep an open mind. That's like, okay, if you see a tree trunk, okay, well, explain why you see it, think it's a tree trunk. I'll be
Exactly.
open for discussion. But if you're just
Right.
gonna go call someone, their
Yes.
picture pareidolia, just say it's a tree trunk and you're an
Yes.
idiot. And hey, I don't have
Yes.
time for that. Sorry, buddy. Here's the boot.
Yes,
Bye.
exactly. And you know what? That's what some people in some groups are like. They have no tolerance for that, bro. Like
They
they'll be
don't.
straight up. Like they even make posts about that, bro. Like next person that says or does this, you're out of here and all.
It's like
Like damn.
threatening. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
like God damn. Okay, y'all take it that serious? Like shit. Okay,
right, that's
but
what.
you know what I mean? But there's people there's groups out there that do that. They do come out there and say that next person that says this or that, whatever, or bully somebody.
Yeah, I
But
never gone that far. I think I've only had to boot one guy. And I knew it was a troll, but
right.
his name just didn't even. I mean, I'm not going to say it on live camera, but David knows who I'm talking about. We were talking about it the other day, and I was
Yeah.
like, that guy. It wasn't even a part of any page I'm associated with, but he was like, dude, this. I'm like, just the name alone sounds like a fake account. So
Yeah. 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 And you know what? That's another thing. Like the people that argue the most, like the keyboard warriors, right? They're all, if you notice, they never have a real picture on their profile.
right.
So you can tell they're just straight in there, just straight trolling people. You know what I mean? Like, I can
Oh
say whatever
man.
the hell I want. They don't know who I am. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
100%, brother.
Yeah, they
Uh,
do that.
I mean, a
Yeah,
little
they do
side
that.
topic off of that.
Yeah.
There's one of those werewolf pages that I follow. A guy was posting up about the whole Roger story. I mean, I
Yeah.
have my own beliefs. I'm not gonna say Roger's right or wrong. I don't
Hmm.
know. But one of these guys started talking mad smack about Jody, and
Yeah, I
I'm
heard
just like,
about that.
hey, okay, you can have your own belief if you don't. But Roger's story just seems so far to the left that it just 30 years of research is out the door. So he's got some people twisted, but this guy started going and attacking and harassing, discrediting Jody's military service, and it pissed
Yeah.
me off because yeah, I'm a part of the NADP, but you're gonna go attack a guy who served our country and say
Right.
that he wasn't a police officer or in law enforcement. So I brought Jody into it, and Jody started just hounding on this guy, and I was like, dude, I messaged him. I'm like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I'm not trying to stir anything. I just want to see your names being thrown to the
Right,
ground.
exactly.
And then we go click on the guy's profile, and it's a picture of 2 dogs, and then his cover photo is the KFC menu.
Right.
So it's like, oh, you know, that's a troll. It's a fake account.
That's a fake account, dude.
And Jody's
That's
like,
a
it's time to
troll.
leave this group. And I said, yes, sir. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I already booted myself.
And you know what? I've seen a lot of people that they try to you know, not really bully, but like harass
Oh,
because
100%.
my guys, which is Abe CS is one of them, and Steven Noxium, you know.
Oh, good on Noxium.
Yeah. They're you know,
That was a great interview you did, by the way, with him.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know how they're always posting their pictures, and they got like woods areas or a house or a cabin or whatever, right? And a lot of people go in there and be smart ass with them, bro. Like, oh, I don't see nothing. There's nothing there. I don't see
It's
nothing.
too pixelated.
Yeah,
It's Facebook's photo processor.
Yeah, I even go there. I even go in on those comments and says, "Hey, bro, just because you don't see anything there doesn't mean that there isn't anything there."
Exactly. Back a brother up.
You know, politely, right? And they
Yeah.
never answer me back. They never answer me back. But they do go back and forth with my guys, like I said, Steven and Abe, because they're like two of my biggest, you know, posters. You know,
Yeah.
they post a lot of stuff, and a lot of people like to contradict them and say, no, there's nothing there, no, this and that, no, you're seeing things, oh, pareidolia, whatever. And you know, these guys, which is Steven and Abe, they're like, no, brother, you know, there's something there. I wouldn't post something if it wasn't there. Steven says the same thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, just look closer. Because the thing is, they expect you to circle every little thing for them and to find it. And it's not about that, you know, because like if you have a gift for spotting these things, it's because you're really into this, you know what I mean? And you've been in this for a long time.
And it takes a trained eye to know what to look for,
trained
too.
eye, exactly. Yes, exactly. So I spot them right away. But a lot of people are like, no, there's nothing there and this and that. And I'm like, oh, man, here we go. So what I do is what I told Abe and Steven. I said, look, man, just, you know, answer them politely. Say, hey, man, if you don't see it, you know, I'll circle it for you. You know what I mean? Or, you know, talk to me directly, you know, on Messenger, and we can have a little talk. And, you know, I'll tell you about myself and how I get these pictures and where I get them, right?
Yeah.
But they don't want to listen. They're like, no, it's bullshit. No, you're bullshit. No, there's nothing there. And I tell them, look, just answer them politely, bro. And if they still continue, you know, with their, you know, basically shit, you know, just keep, you know, harassing you, then, you know, just kick them out the group. You know what I mean? Because they
that's
don't
what blows my
listen.
mind is, why do these people join these groups if you're going to be closed-minded?
Right,
it's like
exactly.
Get the fuck off the page and go to go to Pinterest. You can go look at werewolf pictures. You're clear as day there. Yeah. So I'm sorry, excuse my French, but that gets my blood boiling too. It's like, why join our groups? I understand if I see something like, you know, someone else in another group post something, I might not see it. I'm not going to go say that's fake.
Right, exactly.
and
it's okay, and it's, you know what, and it's okay. And I've even typed this on there on their form. Like, hey, bro, if you don't see something, you can ask. Where is it at? What area can I look for it? You know, what are we looking for? You know, whatever. You can ask, man. There's nothing wrong with asking. You know, but not just come off as a wise ass or smart ass and now there's nothing there and this and that and blah blah bullshit. You know, don't do that, man. Don't do that, because that's just gonna get you kicked out. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly.
After a while. And I've given you know, a lot of people chances like that before, you know, just being polite and everything. But when I see them like 2-3 times doing the same thing, I'm like, dude, just get rid of them, man. You know, I tell the moderators. I've actually made Steven a moderator so he can get rid of them after he explains to them, and they still want to be assholes. Get rid of them, dude. You know what I mean? And I need to do this.
No time for that.
Yeah, and I need to do the same thing with Abe. I need to make him a moderator too, so he can get rid of them too. If they go, you know, at it with him and just argue, and not want to listen to his point of view. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And his explanation. Yeah. So. But yeah, I kind of got off topic there, but
no, you're good, brother. We're just.
But yeah, when I started with that was like 2015. Man, I was like, what the hell is this Dogman shit? I'm like, what? No, like, no. Well, first of all, I was blown away. I was like, damn, these things really fucking exist, right? I'm like, what the hell?
Arnold,
you know, I grew up thinking monsters weren't real. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then they turn out to be real. Like, god damn, what? I don't know what happened.
You see a wolf that's 8 feet tall, standing on 2 legs. Now you got my interest going. Like, oh, what the hell? That's not supposed to exist.
Yeah. And so when I did that, I was like, damn, dude, that was like in 2015 15, and then I got a little bullied in around 2017 when I started the grooves. But then,
Yeah.
I just kind of hung in there, and just try to stay away from that type of people. And if somebody would say something, I wouldn't even answer back because I know it wasn't gonna get anywhere. You know what I mean? It was just gonna get me hot and him hot more and
It's like
me
pissing in
hot
the
more.
wind,
And
right?
yeah, it's just yeah. So I just
Yeah.
I just left it alone. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. I wouldn't even answer, or I'd just leave the group.
I've
That
done that
too.
plenty of times too.
I've done that a couple times. So yeah, man. But that's the thing that people have many opinions about these types of things and creatures, and so I say to the whole community now. I say this: everybody just respect everybody's opinion, man. How hard is that to do? You know what I mean? That's not hard to
Honestly,
do.
if there wasn't so much drama in the community, whether it's Dogman or Sasquatch, and everyone kept, we all like kind of respected each other, and I think we'd be so much farther along in our research and proving the existence of these things, other than saying, "Hey, I'm going to do this," or your pictures are pareidolia, and or some people are just in it for the likes, and some are not, But
Right.
that's one thing I'm not like. I started mine because you helped me, because I follow like 3 podcasts I'm really a big fan of. Yours is one of them, and it inspired me to want to do interviews with people that have had Dogman encounters, and not in.
Right.
But I've also been told, hey, you need to open it up to paranormal or Sasquatch or Mothman. I'm sorry, I do have interest in those, but right now it's Dogman, so I want to get out
Right.
there and just feet first, and that's what I did, and you helped me out with that, and
Mhm.
I think I've interviewed 3 people now. I mean,
Yeah.
work's been crazy, but eventually I'll get down there. And I think my part 2 with Donald Coleman
Mhm.
Jr., I think I had 0 viewers. I think 2 people logged in, but I didn't even care. He called me today and we talked for about an hour on the phone. And I told him, I was like, buddy, I'm not about the viewers. I don't
Right.
care. I am getting the experience and get to hear your encounter. And that's what I'm doing this for myself. If people want to join in on the comments and ask questions, by all means, that I'll make sure they're asked, and he answers them. But hey, this is cool to me. I feel like I'm sitting in Vic's chair and getting to hear the encounters firsthand. So it's a win-win for me. So if I have 1
Exactly.
viewer or 30 viewers, but like I said, I don't ever plan on West Coast ever getting to be where there's 8,000 members, or my YouTube channel getting to be 20,000 subscribers. It's not about that for me.
Right.
It's just,
Exactly.
you know, like I said, I did this for myself, and the people that are a part of your page and my page, I think a lot of them are in both of the same page, and if
Yeah.
they're not, it's not a big deal. I post
Yeah.
in every page. I think I post in yours, David's, Paul's, my own, Tom's. I try to keep it. Same with Kevin from Cryptid Nation. I post in his too. I have to remember how many pages I'm a part of that
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really I like to
Yeah.
share my stuff with.
Right, right, right,
So
right. Exactly. And so, okay, so going back to that I wanted to more dissect you a little bit more, right?
okay.
And so what you said, when you were a kid with your mom and everything, that's when it first started. So when did you get into the Dogman? What year was that? Like, when did you get
Just
into the
last
Dogman?
year,
Just
August of
last year?
last year. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
I was working
cool.
with a coworker, and that's when we
Wow.
started listening to it. And he's like,
Uh-huh.
because we would get. I always kept how I felt and thought of paranormal and aliens and all that. I kept it under wrap. Unless I met
Right.
someone that was like-minded, I'd have
Right.
conversations for 2 to 3 hours. But my buddy
Exactly.
Andrew, we
Hmm.
would talk aliens for 2 to 3 hours.
Hmm.
But I was telling him about Dr. Stephen Greer's CE5 event that I was listening to, and he was on Netflix. I was like, dude, I want to really try this. And so I downloaded the app. I bought it for I think $9.99. And he's like, dude, that sounds all cool and everything, but I really want to go have an experience with a dog man. What's a dog man?
Oh,
So
he
that's
said
when
that? Yeah.
yeah. And he's like, I know the name sounds stupid, but you just got to really believe me. I'm like,
And
okay, I'll believe
and
you,
it
bro.
does.
And I mean, we would talk for hours at
Hmm.
work just on one topic, and it would just be aliens. And then, the whole Sasquatch thing. It's like, okay, yeah, that's Hollywood. Everyone knows about Sasquatch and meeting the Hendersons and whatnot. And I didn't think the werewolf movies would be real because it's Hollywood. Something
Right,
transforming. But he's like, no, listen to a few of them,
right.
and we'll get there. And it started really spiking my interest. So I started Googling anything Dogman related, and you get the Pinterest pictures that were just
Yeah.
werewolves, and you get some pictures.
Reddit.
Yeah,
all
Reddit,
that.
another
Yeah,
really good one.
that's a good one. That's a good platform too.
Yeah, and I start seeing more, and I'm like, okay. And then I came across NADP's website. I'm like, what? There's really an organization out here. And then I continued to listen to Vic's stuff, and then I stumbled across Jeff Nadolny's page
Hmm.
and started listening to some of his stuff. And I'm like, dude, the Dogman thing is a lot bigger. I never heard of the Beast of Bray Road. I never heard of Linda Godfrey. I didn't even know that this stuff was even popular back in the late 80s, early 90s with the sightings, the Michigan Dogman up in Wexford County in 1887 being the first encounter. I started researching this and taking notes like I should be, like any researcher that has an interest in these things. But it's like I should be studying more for my work related stuff than my actual cryptid research. But it just blew my mind, and I wanted to dive more and more and more into it, and that's what I ended up doing. So, like I said, then about 3 months of doing that, I wanted real legit photos. There, I didn't see. I just kept seeing more and more of these werewolves pictures, and I was like,
Yeah,
"There's got to be something." I mean, if there's a clear as day Patterson Gimlin film filmed in
yes,
1967, I believe, and
yeah,
that's
something like
crystal
that.
clear. And you see Patty, she's walking, her breasts are
Yeah,
bouncing, and they still can't debunk it 60, 50 years later.
yeah.
But there was no legit photo that I'd seen of a dog man. And then that's when I came across Paul's page back in, I think, late November, early December. And
Okay.
Paul's photos just blew my mind. And I started talking to him and asking him.
So
And
that's how you first started with our community,
yeah, so I actually came
right?
across someone on Instagram sent me a photo. They had, and it looks. I'd have to show you. I think if you go way back, it was the first photo I ever posted on West Coast. But
Hmm.
someone sent it to me, and I started floating it around in all these other Dogman pages. I got those emojis like the whoa or the love emojis. But then I came across Paul's page and I posted it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's one of my photos from last June." I was like, "You sure about that?" This photo was sent to me on Instagram, and then he goes and he posts the original one from last June, and he's like, "Yeah, I took this date," and sure enough, that's when I was like, "This guy's the real deal." And then I
Hmm.
started talking to him and messaging him, wanting to get to pick his brain because getting to know the guy, he has such a talent to spot these things. He even says it's his curse nowadays. Like he's so blessed with it, but it's also going to be a curse. But as someone that admires his research, I believe he's so far advanced, on what he sees that he's spotting these things cloaked. And I'm barely seeing, jet black shadows that have a wolf looking head. So, I mean, not to say I won't get to be there one day, but if I keep doing more and more research and having guys like you, David, Javi, all these guys that are in the cryptid community, with the positive feedbacks and what you might see might be different than what I see,
Right,
but still getting your viewpoint in on it, I
right.
think it'll just help me personally grow as a researcher and help whoever else that that starts out, because I want to be that guy that years
Right.
down the road that I can help people out and be that
Right. Exactly.
influence, kind of like how Paul and David and
Hmm.
you and
Hmm.
so many other people I can't name off the top of my head, but that
Hmm.
have helped me. And
Right.
I'd say 99% of what in my 8 months of doing this, I would say, let's say 7 or 8, getting really into it, it's been nothing but positive feedback. I've never really dealt with nobody that's negative other than the trolls, but it's a helping hand. I think that's where it's helped me get to where I'm at nowadays. Like I say, I'm nobody special, but I do
Hmm.
believe I found credible evidence of a Dogman print.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if it's Dogman, but and definitely tree structures and dens. So
Right. And you know what too? Well, another thing that caught my attention from you, Shane, like when I
mhm.
first met you, right? Like you were like, "Hey, Carlito, man, I love your show. You know what I mean? I love your interviews, dude. Like, man, they're badass. I like the way you do your interviews and all this, right?" No, like thank you, brother. But what really caught my attention from you is that you were so ready to jump in there. You know what I mean? Ready to just jump head first, like you said
Yeah.
in one of your interviews. I saw you said that on one of your interviews with someone I can't remember. Where you're
Uh,
like, yeah, man, jumped in head first, but you were like so quick to jump in. You know what I mean? Because you first started like you started like you contacted me. I think I can't remember, but I was
uh,
like, yeah, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? And you're like, man, it's great. I love the show and all this, and I subscribed and all that. And I'm like, thank you, bro, thank you. And you're like, man, yeah, I just like the way you do, your interviews and in your show and everything, you keep like real dynamic, you know, and you let your
Yeah.
speaker, you know, your guest talk, and you know, you get in there and talk too, you know, you're not just like a robot just sitting there and just watching them talk or whatever.
Yeah,
I
real
like, thank you,
monotone.
man. Yeah, monotone, something kind of.
You
I'm not gonna
spice
get
it
into
up
that.
though.
Yeah,
You
you spice
you
it
have
up.
really good questions and how you ask
Exactly.
your guests, and I think
Thank
that.
you.
But I
Yes.
know everything I said was
Right.
100% honest truth, brother. Like
Right.
I watched it.
Well.
I think I watched your Jody interview, the one with
Right.
Paul, and I
Right.
started going back through all the ones. I mean, I listened to the other stuff too, but the ones that spiked my interest are like the Dogman ones, and I was like, man,
Mhm.
he's got Chris Martin on here. You know,
Yeah.
Noxium was even on, and
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just like, I've re-listened. I think Paul's twice, and
Yeah.
Jody's at least twice. I was just like, dude, I like the way how you interview people. That's how I want to do it with Dogman related, on
Check
my
out, check out,
channel.
check out Abe's, bro. That was an awesome
I,
interview,
I
bro.
didn't
I
know
was
you
like,
interviewed Abe. I didn't see
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'll have to scroll
I
down and look
interviewed
for it.
him.
Sorry, Abe, I
Yeah,
might have missed that.
yeah, he did, man. That was awesome, dude. They had
I
tons of
listened to
views. That
Abe's
was,
on Vic's Cundiffs when he went on.
yeah,
I think it was
on
like
Big Kind of.
episode, what,
I think it
54, I think?
was no, I think it was like 63 or something. I don't
Oh,
know if you
okay.
can. Abe is on there. He could tell
Oh,
us.
okay.
He's on there right now. But yeah, it was he's on one of my favorites list because I have a favorites list from
Yeah.
Big
You were
Cundiff.
telling me
Remember I
about that,
told
like
you?
top 25.
Yeah, like
I
top
need to start
25,
doing
and
that.
Abe's is on there, bro. But you know, and he told us his story, but he told us more things too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. And see,
besides his episode
that's what I
stories,
love
like it
about
was
your
awesome.
channel is with what you bring these people that have been on Vic's show,
Hmm.
and you can ask them questions other than
Hmm.
it's just Vic asking questions. And no,
Exactly.
nothing against Vic. I think what he does is
Right.
great,
Right.
but
No,
it
and
gives
what
them
it
a
is
live Q&A.
yes, but see the thing with Vic, he just lets them talk, maybe ask 2, 3 questions, and that's it. You know
Yeah,
where he can. That's where I come in and I ask him a whole bunch of other questions that
right.
Vic didn't ask, you know, and stuff like that. And everybody like, wow, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, that
That's why. Yeah.
and that was like I said, you were the big inspiration on me on doing that, like how to interview. And I think I my first episode I did, I was real nervous. I'll be honest. I was real pixelated. I moved so slow because I
Yeah.
decided to throw a background. I don't have a green screen, so I think
Oh
that's
yeah,
why
yeah,
I was real pixelated. But
yeah,
also, I didn't really know what to do. But having Andrew on there really helped me out. And
yeah. I was there. I was
yeah,
there.
you were in the
Remember?
comments, and
Hmm.
I was trying to answer. I was like, okay, I was so nervous. I think that's what happened. But I think now that
Right.
I've done 2 to 3 interviews, I've had Roy Stubblefield come on. I've had
Yeah.
Ronald Coleman Jr. And then on
Hmm.
Thursday, I was going to have Kevin Twigg come on from Cryptid Nation, but he ended up catching. Well, I shouldn't probably say that out loud. Sorry, Kevin, but he ended up just not feeling good, and I would work till 4:30 in the morning and was back to work at 6. So got like an hour of sleep myself. So, but we're going to plan to reschedule that, probably next week or sometime when we're both available.
Right.
But
Right.
I feel like I could do an interview now and
Yeah, yeah,
doing a
that's what I was
few.
gonna say. I think I see you ready, man, and that's pretty
Yeah.
quick, really. Because when you start your channel? About maybe a month ago,
I'd say middle of April, I think. I think when you helped me,
almost two.
yeah, about 2 months ago, I called
Yeah,
you and I talked for like 4 hours and
yeah,
getting to know each other. And you
right.
gave me so many pointers. And then
Yeah,
and then you told me just the other day, you're like, yeah, it was just so crazy because within 2 to 3 days, you were already going live. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah. I
yeah,
remember because we were just talking about that, and that's when I
yeah,
first met you. I was like, damn,
exactly.
this dude really jumping in there. I was like,
Hey, man,
God, damn.
I
You know
feel
what I
like
mean?
if you, like you say, if you just sit around or just become a listener, but I'm not going to get those answers if I don't jump head first into it. Just like with the
Yeah,
research and
yeah,
getting out
yeah.
there and trying to get answers. I'm like I say, I'm not no expert at how to
Right,
find these things. I
right. But
mean,
you're looking for the answer. You're looking
the
for the
answers,
truth.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
and
no, absolutely, man. But it did surprise me how fast you moved along to do that. You know what I mean? It's just when I
yeah.
first met you, and we talked, and then like 2, 3 days later, boom, you started your own show and your own, live and everything.
Oh
So
yeah,
not just
it
a
was
group,
nerve
but the
wracking.
live too. Yeah. And I'm
And
like, wow, dude, this dude's really, and I like that about you because I was like, man, this dude's really gun ho about this, man. And
I
I like
appreciate that,
that.
brother. And like I
Yeah,
say, I couldn't thank you enough for all your help.
yeah,
And even to this day, you still gave me pointers. And like, what was it the other day? You called me, and I think we talked for about a good hour and a half.
yeah,
And I was like, one thing I've noticed about your channel is you keep all your interviews around 2 hour mark. I thought
yeah,
that was really cool. And I
yeah.
tried doing that too. I know I had Roy come on; he was on there for almost 4 hours, but he was also giving his final hurrah, saying he's not going to talk about his encounter.
Mhm.
And I thought that was cool. He wanted to use my brand new platform to do that because I'm a nobody.
Cool. Yeah,
but
that was pretty cool, man.
And
I
Roy's
like
helped
that.
me a lot too. Like I send him photos here and there, and we interact every day, just like I talk to you every day, you know. And
Right,
it really helped
right.
me out, and that was an honor. And then Ronald Coleman Jr. said that I inspired him to start writing again. I'm like, because we talked throughout the day through Messenger, and I told him, I'm like, I don't know why you ever gave it up, because you have such a photographic memory, and you're such a great teller. You could tell Carlito, you could tell Shane what you did August 16th of 1973, and go detail for detail. He's like an encyclopedia, but he keeps it brief, you know. I think that's where his law enforcement career helped out with that. And he was an awesome interview, I thought, and he said I inspired him, and I got, you know, a little tickled, like, hey, I helped the guy get back into writing, you know. And that's something that he felt like he was bullied back in the day. And he told me about his military or his law enforcement background that he's never told people. And I was like, I felt honored about that, you know?
Right.
So
exactly, bro.
yeah.
Hey, so let's get into some of the topics that
Okay.
I think we're warmed up enough, bro.
Oh yeah,
to get into the topics.
55 minutes, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Did we get carried away? We can talk for 4 or 5 hours.
Yes, dude. Yes. I mean, one topic we can make it 2, 3, 4 hours, bro. For real.
Oh, for sure.
But okay. So I wanted to start out with asking you, how did it happen? How did it start? Who contacted you or whatever, and how did you get to become the Region 1 on the NADP, bro? They recently made you spokesman for them. NADP.
So
how'd that happen? Explain to us, bro.
Actually, that's pretty cool. I wanted to become a part of the NADP since I really started. I tried going to their website and joining, but it says that the link was down. So I found Jody on Facebook probably around, I think, December, January. I can't remember the exact date, but I messaged him and was like, hey, how do I join the NADP? I'd like to be a part of your group and be a field investigator. And I mean, I'm willing to learn anything. And he got me in contact with Dev, who's the Region 1 director out here in the Western states. She's got 11 states under her jurisdiction, all the way from Washington down to California, Montana, pretty much all the Western states. And that's a lot. And she's really involved in
that's Region 1?
That's all Region 1. So going from Colorado to California, Arizona, or I don't know if Arizona's heard. They have a map on their website where the Region 1. Yeah.
They do, yeah. I think Texas is Region 4, which I'm
Region 4. So you fall your state would fall under Art VRs. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Sorry, Art, if I butchered that, but yeah. But so Dev, I got in Jody sent me her contact info, and we talked for about an hour and a half on the phone. And I told her, you know, about my interest, and you know, I do care about all the other cryptids, but Dogman's my main interest. So we started getting to talking. She's like, oh, you know, it'd be really great, and I'd love to have you on as a field investigator. And so she sent the stuff, the okay to Jody. Jody sent her back the paperwork, and it was probably like 11 pages. Let me see if I can grab it. Yeah, I've got all the paperwork still here, but it's like 11 or 12 pages you have to fill out for the NADP, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I filled all that out and I scanned it over to her, and she sent it off to Jody. And then I got the official handbook on being a field investigator, and I read that thing in one day. I think it was like 100 pages, but just skimming through it, you know, I didn't really like detail for detail read it. But I did pick up the stuff that, you know, I needed to know, like how if you go out during an investigation, you know, look professional. Don't be, you know, say if you have long hair, you know, don't be looking grungy, scrubby. I guess you could say. You know, look professional. Yeah. And, you know, wear, you know, a nice NADP polo shirt or just a T-shirt like you have, and, you know, just look presentable, and don't go and like harass the person that had the encounter for questions, but just kind of get to know them, you know, and write down their stuff. But so then I got to that with Dev, and I just was sharing on her page. She said, hey, if you want to share on my whatever pictures you have, you know, whatever's Dogman related. And that's where it came about. And then she messaged me, I'd say about 3 weeks ago, and said, hey, how would you like to be the admin for the Region 1? and I was just
Cool.
blown away, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, this is like a dream come true. I get to be,
I
you
know,
know,
dude. I
be
saw
a
that when
part
you. I
of
was
the
like, what?
NADP's
Wow.
a
Yeah.
big honor, but to
Hmm.
get to help run the Region 1 page where I'm in that jurisdiction, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Of
So it was
course.
pretty cool. And here
Yeah,
we are
man.
today.
Yeah, I saw that post. I'm like, damn, dude, that's cool, man. You know
Yeah.
how you got.
I felt honored.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. That's great, bro, and I'm proud of you, man. Because
Thank you,
in
man.
so little time that you've been in the community, and all the progress that you made already. Going out to the field, investigating.
Yeah.
You started your group, you started your YouTube channel, and now
Mhm.
you're on Region One NADP, which is it's awesome, bro. It's awesome.
Yeah,
You've
and
done a lot,
DA Roberts
little
also
time.
made me a moderator on his page for
Oh, that's
Region
right.
2. So,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right.
I'm a big fan of DA and what he does.
Yeah.
And with him being the Region 2 director, but all his books that he's written, I'm a big
Hmm.
reader. So, and I feel like reading these things, I pick little bits. I read the Ozark Howler and picked up, I didn't even know the Ozark Howler was actually a real folklore or cryptid. So,
Hmm.
pretty crazy. It's probably one you never heard of either. It's just
No, yeah, yeah. That's what I was just telling you backstage that I didn't know he had so many books, man. I mean, I knew who D.A. Roberts was, part of
yeah,
the NADP, but I didn't know he had so many books, and I didn't know that that you had talked to him and all that. And
yeah.
as a matter of fact, he's supposed to have you on the show soon, right?
Yes. So next week, I'm going to be going live with him and
Mm,
Anthony and
okay,
the whole DA team on DA Ex Machina. So I was
cool.
when they reached out to me, I was like, man, that's he's one of my favorite authors, and I've
Hmm.
read one of his books already, and
Yeah,
now I'm just diving into the Apex Predator series,
cool.
and I was kind of blown away. I was like, man,
Hmm.
this is cool. I mean, I'm the one. I never meant to do interviews. I was
Right.
wanting to be the guy that wanted to interview the other
Doing the
people.
interview.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
it was an
yeah.
honor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're good, bro. I mean, I know you just started out, but you're good, man. I got to tell you, man, you're real good. You got really good
Thank you, brother.
potential,
I
bro. I
appreciate
seen
that.
that in you the
I
first
learned
time
from
I
the
met
best,
you.
though.
Yeah, yeah, I seen that in you the first time I met you, bro. I said this dude's got potential, bro. You know what I mean?
Thank you,
So
man. I
that's
mean,
awesome. To where you are right now in such little time. That's awesome, bro. Congratulations.
appreciate
And
it. Thank
and
you.
and and I'm pretty sure you're gonna do very well, because of what you've done so far already. In such little time. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna do very well, man, in the community. With your show, with your channel, with everything. Of course, yeah, I started to help you out, so get on your toes and everything. But you're doing good yourself, bro. You're
Well,
doing
see, that's
awesome,
one
man.
thing I've learned working on a ranch and living the cowboy life is learn to be humble and
Yeah,
always don't ever get a head too big to where it can't fit on your body. And
right.
that's one thing I will always remember is the people who helped me out and
Hmm.
still, give them the shout outs and say, hey, thank you, Carlito, for helping me go live. I would have never have done this if it weren't for you.
Right,
Never,
right.
like I said, I never want to get super big. And if my head gets a little bit bigger, it's already a big head. But I try to stay humble, man. That's the thing. And I always remember where you came from. That's the thing I've always learned when working on a ranch that remember where you came from.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Always remember where you came from, bro.
Yes, sir.
Don't let your head get too big. You know what I mean? I mean,
Might have
it's
to make a
okay if you
shirt that
get a
says
little
that.
bit. You know what I mean? If you get a little bit, it's okay, but not too
It's okay. No,
big.
like I said, I don't ever try to get out of ego or try. I'm not overconfident. I'm just confident.
Exactly,
That's why
exactly.
I try to draw the line. Like I'm not going to get. I'm the Dogman guru. I never want to be that. I want to be confident in what I know and what I've learned from other people like you, Da Roberts,
Right.
Nick Valente, Jody, Paul,
Yes.
everybody, and just keep it all in grasp. Of someone, hey, are these things a bipedal or can they go on all four? Hey, that's a fact. We've seen them. People have seen them on all fours, and yeah, it's possible. These things are lightning
Hmm.
fast. So, I mean, just a little true fact thing that I can help someone that doesn't know about these creatures, and that's what I ultimately want to do is become that person that I can reach out to, or someone needs a question answered, I can give them my opinion on it. But you know, maybe
Yeah.
down the road that'll be like that.
Oh yeah. Hey, Tommy just joined, man. He just got home from
Hey, what's up, Tom?
He's like, "What's up,
He just made me a
Carlito?"
moderator of his page. You know how honored I felt about that?
Oh
I was like, dude, this
yeah.
is so cool. I was
See,
like, you
that's
made
what
me an
that's.
admin in yours, so
Yeah, see, that's what I was just telling you. That's how
yeah,
fast you're growing, bro. So soon, you know what
I
I mean?
appreciate
Because
that.
you have potential, bro. I mean, that's what it
Yeah,
is. It is what it is, like they say. So yeah, we see that in you. We see that you have, Jody seen that in you. Nick seen that in you. D.A. Robert seen that in you. I saw that in you. Tom saw that in you. So that's saying something, right?
yeah. I mean, like I said, I felt honored about it, and
Yeah.
I think I even made sure I posted in NCCPP and said, "Hey, Tom, I'm gonna do my
Yeah.
best, brother. I won't let you down." You know? So it was a
Yeah.
true honor to be a part of his because I like watching his interviews that he does with his guests. Just like we were talking about backstage. I think he interviewed Nick, I think 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I thought
Who's
that was
that?
a really good
Who's
Nick
that, Tom?
Valente.
Who you mean,
Tom,
Tom?
yeah, Tom was the
No,
one
it
that
was it
interviewed
was
him.
it was more than 3 months ago. It was like,
Oh no, like 3 weeks ago, I think. Let me check and
or
see.
I
Maybe
don't
it
know
was
if
an
it was
older
the second
podcast.
time, because the first time he had Nick Valente was on there was like, I don't know, I'm gonna say 6 months ago,
Yeah,
I
that was the
believe.
first one. But Tom had him on. I want to say it was 3 weeks ago. Here, I'm gonna click on his page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4 weeks ago it
He
said
had him
Nick
on again.
Valente from the NADP returns. It's like
Okay, yeah,
almost
yeah,
two
yeah. That's
hours.
right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but that's the one I just recently watched, and I was
Yeah.
like, dang, Nick Valente is very active. He's boots on the ground researcher,
Yeah.
and he travels.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That's
Nick's
why
an
I said.
awesome
That's what I
guy.
was telling. That's what I was saying you, that I want to interview Nick, and somebody actually just said it. Mr. Bison said we need Nick Valente interview Carlito. I said, yeah, it's coming soon. I'm working on it. But like I was telling
Yeah,
you,
especially if they sent you that shirt, brother. It's like
yeah, exactly, bro. I
you're gonna be a
wanna,
kid in a candy store with all the
yeah, hell
knowledge and
yeah,
details that he
yeah.
has, and such
I
a cool
know,
guy. I
I
mean,
know. But
I've only talked to him through Messenger once or twice, asking
yeah,
about if they had hats or something, and I
yeah.
got to and get some patches. I still got to send them
But I'm
money
just
order to
trying
get
to
some.
make it. I'm just trying to make it special when I interview Nick, though. You know what I mean?
Oh
Kind
yeah,
of like Jody. You know what I mean? So because they're like, one of my big guys on my show. You know what I mean?
oh
So I
definitely.
want to wait for the right time. I want to wait for the right subject. I just don't want to bring him on just like, have him tell everybody what he's told everybody, for the past, 10, 20 years. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I
no,
want
I
something
understand where you're
fresh.
coming from.
I want something
Yeah,
new. You know what I mean? Yeah,
no,
like
that's
a new
great.
Dogman attack or something. What he thinks about it or something. Something like that.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, yeah, I'm waiting on that. But yeah, I'm gonna have Nick on here pretty soon, guys.
That'd be awesome. I'll be in the comments, brother.
Yeah, see, there's Thomas said, yeah, he's an amazing guy, up and coming, gonna rock it. Yeah, see, that's what I was telling you, man.
Oh,
And
thanks, Tom. Appreciate that, brother. In due
and
time.
yeah,
Take one step
yeah,
at a time. Like I said, not let my head get too big. Stay humble.
exactly.
I think I need to make some West Coast shirts that say "Stay humble." Throw a freaking werewolf on there or something.
Hey, I got a question for you from Steve
Okay.
Riley, man. He
What's up,
says,
Steve?
Shane, what do you take into the woods with you? Weapons, food, etc.
I take just a day bag with me, and I take a knife and a 357, just to protect me and my wife. And seeing where we go, it looks like I need to take something a little heavier. I don't think a 357 is gonna, stop a squatch. So might put a dent in it, but that's
Yeah.
all I take out there really. And I got my old iPhone I wear as a chest on my chest as a recording
So
device the whole
so
time.
so no weapons, bro?
No, just a 357 and
Oh,
a
okay,
knife.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So just a 357 handgun and nothing
Mm-hmm.
special. But
Right,
I mean,
right.
if a bear came up, yeah, I might ward
Well,
it
yeah,
off.
well,
But
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's not just a 357, bro. That's a damn 357.
Yeah,
That's a
but
big gun, bro. You
I'm
know what I
thinking
mean?
I need
But
more like AR-15,
oh yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. That's what
something
you're
to stop
saying.
a 10-foot squatch taking me or my abducting my wife.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Shoot, man, that's what I've been telling Tommy and everybody in the cryptid community, bro, for years. If I ever go
Yeah,
to LBL, I'm not going in with anything less than an AK-47, bro.
right.
Like
I'm going
that.
in with a bazooka.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn that thing into
A
smithereens.
50 cal or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
for real, dude.
that's the way that definitely. That's for sure. But
But
yeah,
yeah.
brother, well, just taking that, I'm like, I don't believe it's enough firepower because Roy and LT have recently told me that Sasquatch are attracted to redheads and blondes, and my wife's a blonde. And after I
Mhm.
told her that, she's like, maybe we should be packing a little heavier. yeah, maybe we should, or maybe not go so deep in the woods.
Yeah, there you go. Shit, if it was
yeah.
up to me, I'd take a desert eagle in there, man.
Right? I wish I could, man. I mean,
Right? That's a big old
I
gun,
need to
about
go
this
get.
big, dude. About a
Oh, I
foot, maybe
know.
a little over a foot, I think it is. Golly,
Right?
man.
Definitely need to go heavily packed.
Yeah, but no, I would definitely take either a 9 or a 45 in there.
Oh yeah, just something.
And just like I've said many years, well, not many years, but many times in my past, not necessarily for cryptids or anything like that, but like for normal animals like bears, wolves. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Cougars. You know what I mean? If
Yeah, it
they
didn't
come
help
at
that
you, if they're hungry enough, they're gonna come at you, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, I freaked the wife out the last 2 times we went out. I was playing animal in distress calls, and she's like, "You don't know what you're bringing in." I'm like, "Yeah, but I want to get that picture of a Dogman, possibly." She's like, "Is the photo really worth our lives?" I'm like, "Yeah, it might be that $1 million shot." Yeah, but then again, she's like, "You need to stop doing that when we go out in the woods." Future reference, no more doing that. So can't do that anymore. Wife kind of nicked that one for her safety and mine, and we came across that fresh pile of bear scat. I kind of made me a little worried. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that as much.
Abe said going into the woods like Clint Eastwood.
Right.
Big ass guns.
Right.
Long barrel 357.
That would be sick. Clint Eastwood, cigar in your mouth, cowboy hat. I could do it all.
Yeah, Tommy got some guns too, man. Tom.
Oh no, man! He could choke out a bear with his biceps. You see that?
Yeah.
Got 50 cals on there.
50 cal. Abe does too, man. Yeah.
Oh, you said Abe, right?
Abe, yeah, Abe.
Yeah.
Abe got some 50 cals on his arms, bro. Like,
oh, I know. I saw him posted earlier. He's like getting work done daily. I'm like, man, I got noodle on compared to Abe.
No, but I was actually talking about weapons, though. Weapons.
Oh, and, I thought you were talking about Abe's 50 cals.
No. That's just 50 cals over there.
I was like, yeah, Abe, he'd definitely be a great research partner to go with.
Shit.
Choke out a Sasquatch.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, yeah, definitely, brother.
And no, but Abe's got real weapons. So does Tom. Tom's got real weapons, bro. He's got AR-15s and stuff like that. Yeah,
it's good to have. I need to kind of do that. I mean,
man, I want to get my hands on an AK so bad, bro. An AK, but I want like an Afghanistan or Russian or Chinese. Those are the fully automatic badass ones. You can throw them. You can throw them in the mud for 10 years and pick them up and
still fire them out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's the kind of one. I'm sorry to say, but I don't like Americans. I heard they jam up too much.
Really, I didn't know that.
American-made AKs, yeah. Wow. They jam up too much.
I'm not much of a gun expert, but I mean, I do respect the Second Amendment and everybody that carries concealed or not, and I mean that protect their home. That's the number one thing you got to do. I mean, nothing against the police, but you call them and they're going to take 10 minutes. Burglary takes less than 2 minutes. I mean, I'd rather have my own home defense, but. That's what you got to do nowadays, especially with the crazy world we live in. Not just cryptids that you got to worry about out there, but people trying to break into your home, and it's a sad world we live in.
Exactly. Hey, bro. I just want to do a special shout out that I have, and this is a guy that I was talking to you about last time. Remember? His name is Joe Doyle, and his fiance Jessie. They have a YouTube channel called Hellbent Holler. Everybody, you guys got
yes. I remember you telling me about that.
You guys got to go check that out. Really, it's awesome.
I'm gonna subscribe. I totally forgot about that. Let me see.
I got a special shout out for him tonight, man. Special shout out for Joe Doyle and his fiance Jessie.
Hellbent Holler.
Yeah, Hellbent Holler, bro. I ran into their
I just subscribed.
Channel.
They got 5,000 subscribers already.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're awesome, dude. And when I joined them, they only had like maybe 2,000 or something like that. When I joined them a couple of months ago.
They're up in the Appalachians, aren't they? I see their bio. And his wife's name is Jessie, right?
Yeah. His wife's name is fiance. Yeah.
Oh, fiance. Yeah.
He says they live out in the woods and they live
Western North Carolina.
There you go. Yeah. He said they live like in the holler. That's why they call it. That's why they came up with that name, Hellbent Holler.
I like that. It's kind of a southern thing I've noticed.
He told me.
You don't hear people out here in California calling hills hollers. Over them hills, but someone in in the South or even in Texas, it's like over them hollers. That's why the language is so different. I mean, nothing against that. I think it's really cool they call them that and getting to know that. So
right. And so he said, hey, well, he said, bro, that's how we came up with the name. Really? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, first we had thought about like Carolina Sasquatch researchers or something like that. People were like,
Yeah.
nah, that's boring. It's too boring. So he said,
Spice it up.
so he said, I call my wife like she's real hell bent about things, right? Hell bent.
Yeah.
And we live in a holler, so that's how we came in. Hey, let's call it Hellbent Holler. I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool, bro. That's actually a pretty cool story right there. How you came up with your name. Yeah, but it's called Hellbent Holler. So, man, what I wanted to say about them, man, is they're awesome, dude. Like Joe and especially his wife, dude. She's like fearless, bro. She gets out there
I think I've seen one of their videos
with
or
them,
two. Hey, brother, will you
daytime,
excuse me real quick?
nighttime. Sure,
Will you excuse?
sure.
I got my computer. I
Yeah.
guess isn't plugged in.
Oh, yeah,
Excuse
yeah,
me,
yeah.
just real quick.
Sure, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Plug it in because that's happened to me before too. Yeah. I remember that happened to me one time. It wasn't plugged in, and the battery was so low, and I hadn't I hadn't seen it or noticed it, and it was me, uh, Tom, and Brian was on there, and I think it was Al. I think it's when we did this was a couple months back, like maybe 2 3 months back. We did a show together, just a little um panel with all of us in there, and we were so into watching videos. That's what we were doing. We were watching videos. I was sharing my screen, and we were watching videos from YouTube. And YouTube takes a lot of your battery, drains a lot of your battery. So like, I didn't notice, and then this was real funny. The thing kicked me out because my battery was dead. But since I was watching on my cell phone at the same time, I seen them kept going, right? And I actually messaged them through my phone.
All right.
I said, "Hey guys, y'all keep going." I told Tom, Brian, and Al. I said, "Hey guys, y'all keep going, okay? Because my battery ran out, and I got to plug it in, let it charge, then reboot it." They're like, "Yeah, that's cool, whatever." And then right before I got in, that's when they're like, "Well, we guess Carlito's not coming back." And I was a host, right? And they're like, "Well, we guess Carlito's not coming back till I don't know when, but so we're gonna go ahead and call it a night, guys. See y'all." And then, but the live kept going, bro, because it was in my account. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go back in after the charge, and I'm like, "Hey guys, sorry about that." I did a little explanation of what happened. I said, the show wasn't going to finish until I got back in and closed,
You have
closed
to
the
close it out,
StreamYard.
huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was real funny, dude. That happened to me. Tom remembers that. It was me, him, and Al and Brian.
Yeah,
This is
that's what
like,
was weird was
like,
I had it plugged in, but I guess I'm using a work laptop, so I guess it wasn't fully plugged in. It's one of the weird new type of chargers. It's like magnetic. It has to slide there to
yeah.
connect. But I thought looking at it, let me double check. Yeah, it looks like we're good. So, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See,
But you were
Tommy
saying about the
remembers.
Hellbent Holler. I
Yeah.
definitely I've watched that like two of their episodes and thought it was really good.
Yes,
But I
yes,
didn't see. I
dude.
thought I subscribed to it, but
Dude, they're like to me, it's like they're the best researchers in LBL. Boots on the ground, LBL, documentary. They go around all LBL, dude. Not
North Side or
missing
South Side?
both. No,
Oh,
no,
they do
no.
both, huh?
Yeah, yeah. More north side where the dogmen are known to be.
Yeah.
They actually went to the places where the dogman attack was and all that. But
Oh, they actually went to the
that
actual murder site.
yeah, because they know
Wow.
the coordinates and they know where it's at. But it's nobody knows about where it's at or whatever. And
Mhm.
there's not a RV camping ground there anymore like there
Yeah,
was
they
back then.
abandoned it. I know
Yeah, no,
D.A.
no, but
Roberts went out
they
there.
cleared it out so
Hmm.
nobody would find it. That's what they did. They cleared it out.
They cleared it out so people
Yeah.
aren't out there
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
trying to make a name for
But they know
themselves.
where it's at. Yeah, they know where
Yeah,
it's at, and they went out there. So they do like these really good videos. That's why I'm saying, I'm trying to recommend them to people that don't know about them yet. And
yeah.
Tommy does. He says you better get them before they are banned. Yeah, yeah, for real, Tom. Yeah, I already talked to Joe, man. I'm just trying to see his schedule because they're really like they work during the week, right? And then
No,
on the
yeah, just like
weekends,
all of us.
yeah, and on the weekends they go to do their researching. So they
Yeah,
really don't have that much time. There's no. He said, "So look," he said, "Carlito, let me just try to make some time, bro, and I'll let you know as soon as I get the time to get the interview with you." I said, "All
yeah.
right,
Even
cool,
if
man.
it's just an hour or two, I
Yeah,
mean,
even
that'd
if
be
it's just an
awesome.
hour. Yeah, bro, hell yeah." But yeah, they cover everything in LBL, dude. You guys got to go watch their videos. They cover buildings, about abandoned buildings, buses tipped over and just left there,
Wow.
cars, dude. Yeah, like halfway up buildings where the ceiling's gone, but all the walls are still up. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dude,
Stairs.
that's like, I think that's
There's
at
some.
the top of my bucket list is LBL. I
Yeah.
want to go out there
Yeah.
so bad and just
There's
go
some
investigate.
stairs. There's some stairs, bro. Where it's just the stairs, no building, just the stairs. That look creepy as hell.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, where does it lead to? Another portal, or
Yeah, for real. I
where
know
does it
that,
lead
right?
to?
That's what it looks like whenever you see that. That's the first thing I thought too. I was like, where the hell does that lead to? You know what I mean? That shit
That
was
is pretty
crazy.
interesting. I'll have to
Yeah,
watch some other episodes tonight and
yeah,
definitely check them out. I've already subscribed, so next
yeah.
time they post something, I'll definitely get a
Yeah, check them
notification.
out, dude. They're good, and like I said, Jessie, dude, she's fucking fearless, dude. She goes out there.
She doesn't
She's
care.
yeah, she doesn't care, dude. Dude, she's leading Joe, bro. Joe's behind her, like just recording with his camera and night
Yeah,
shot and all that, and she's in front of him with a flashlight. Where's he at? Where's the dog man at? Where's he
she's
at?
the one
You
climbing
know,
up the
like
tree.
yeah. She's like,
I'm gonna
where's he
pull him
at?
out of
Where's
the
he
tree.
at? Yeah.
Got
She
my
just
evidence. Better be recording.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, and they document all that stuff, bro.
That's so cool.
I just seen the last video I seen them. They found a abandoned tent, and the abandoned tent was still up. So that
Wow.
means that somebody was there, bro. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
trashed out. It's not no. The tent is up like this,
Someone just vanished,
like
left
they
it,
just left yesterday, like that,
and
right?
just left their tent
Because it's
behind them.
still yeah, and it's
Wow.
got clothes and stuff like around. Like there was a guy there, right? But check this out. The crazy thing is the entrance was ripped open, but like sliced open, bro.
Like
Like
with
with
a
something,
finger, like a claw
like a claw or like a
or a knife.
knife or
Yeah.
something, but it was sliced open, bro. It
No, okay. Let
wasn't
me
the
ask you,
zipper.
what's your theory on that? What do you think, it was Dogman, or do you think that
Man,
was a
dude.
crazy dude living
Well,
out in the woods?
that's the first thing that I thought, Dogman. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I don't think it was Dogman because a Dogman would have just ripped it to shreds.
True. Yeah.
It's not gonna take his time to with his you know
Edward Scissorhand
yeah,
that.
Edward Scissorhands
Freddy
draw
Krueger.
little faces, yeah. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then get him out through there, you know what I mean? He would have just everything would have been gone. It would have been trashed,
Trashed
the
into shreds.
shreds and stuff, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but they never found like clothes shredded or the tent wasn't shredded because it's still up, like I said, like a little triangle.
Yeah.
And but it's really weird that it's still there and that
That
it's
is
there to
trippy.
begin with because like nobody goes to LBL to camp
No,
out, bro.
especially the north
Especially
side where it's
yeah,
dead. That's
exactly.
one thing I've noticed. When DA
Yeah.
and Nick Valente, I think last
Hmm.
year they went to LBO, and they were driving in the same vehicle at night, driving on the north side, and DA, I think he was telling me that he saw a dogman in onto the right of his eye, and I think Nick saw it too, and it went down into the ravine and just took off. But he saw
Hmm.
that the dogman was there, so I mean,
Right.
I saw it with his own two eyes. The north side's definitely active with those things,
Yes.
but the
Yeah,
thing is,
the
I mean,
south side is more Bigfoot and the
yeah, that's
north
what I
side
hear.
is more
Yeah,
Dogman. That's
yeah,
what
exactly.
I've gathered information throughout the
You probably
years
know
there.
more about LBL than I do. I try to read everything I can on it. I
Yeah.
mean, I watch a lot of Jody's interviews when he talks about,
No,
LBL.
I really don't. I just know what I've listened to throughout the years. That's it. I
Yeah,
mean, it's not like I really get in there and, do some, hella research or anything like that, but just what I've heard,
what
throughout the
you've listened
years.
to, and yeah,
Yeah, and encounters. I've heard, Jody talk about it because Jody's got a video on LBL where he takes like he's like a guide. He takes a couple, chosen people that went in there and he explains everything how the attack happened and everything. You know what I mean in LBL.
yeah. Rusty told
So
me some stuff. I think when I interviewed him about how
yeah,
he was when he was working for the recreational department, he pulled up. It was probably like 1978, 1979. Pulls up and he's yelling at this couple, and he said the dogman pulled him out of the tent and killed him, and he couldn't do nothing about it because if he was to report it, it would have put his life, and he would lose his job and everything, and he's had to stay quiet about it. I don't know if you caught that when I interviewed him, but I was just kind of torn back by that. And he went on another show too. I think it was David and Lee's, and he talked about that too. And I'm
hmm
just like, this guy has to live with this, seeing a couple get shredded by a dog man. He's yelling at him and pointing, and the husband looks over, and it kills both the wife and the husband. And I was just like, man, how do you not say something to somebody? But in that line of duty, do you want to get the ridicule and lose your job and your pay? And I mean, you got to choose what.
did you hear the story on well, supposed story eyewitness on Jeff Naldini's page. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he was like a survivor. He was actually there in LBO when it happened, supposedly.
Oh,
This is not the one from Cryptid Institute. No, this is not the one from Elijah and his dad. No, this is the
that
one.
guy's Roger, I believe,
Yeah,
who
that
you're
guy's
talking about.
Roger. No, I'm talking
Yeah.
about David Nadoni. He had another guy. I can't remember his name or anything, but he said that he was, no, his grandpa was a survivor, or his dad or something, dad or grandpa was a survivor of that LBO attack, and he knew the truth. Which, like I said, there's many different versions that people want to go out there and say, right?
Exactly. Which one's,
But he said that his dad was there, and the one where the attack was actually like the last RV in that RV park. It was the very
mhm.
last one, closest to the woods, I guess, or whatever. So he said that they heard commotion, they heard screams while it was happening, but he said it only happened like maybe not like under a minute or something, right? Everything
Wow.
happened under a minute. He said they came outside like with guns or something, and they heard screams and all this, but they didn't see anything, and then but they did. He said they did hear like howling and growling and stuff like that uh, before the screams.
Hmm.
So he's saying like basically they heard everything happening while it was going on,
You can't kick
supposedly.
that out of the realm of. I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely have. If he's saying he was the little boy that survived,
No.
that's hard for me to believe that, my
Yeah.
own
No.
personal
No.
opinion. But if you're another camper, 50
Right.
yards, 60, 100 yards away, and you heard commotion, I mean, who's to say that they didn't? So, I mean, that's a whole new avenue on the LBL that needs
Right.
to be looked at. And is the guy trying to get his 5 minutes of fame? I doesn't sound like it. Hey,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I heard this in 1982. That's the big thing. It
And
killed
see,
all four of them.
exactly, and see that's the original story, right? That
Yeah,
it killed all four of them. The little girl was found up in a tree, hanging, half eaten or whatever.
yeah.
And but that's kind of a long shot too. How the guy was standing right underneath the little girl. That's kind of
It sounds like something out of Hollywood
Hollywoodish. Yeah,
almost.
that's kind of Hollywoodish.
Blood
You know what I mean?
dripping down. I
Out of
mean,
so many trees around the area, he had to stop right there, right where the little girl was, right above him.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
kind of
it does seem
it
far
sounds
out
kind of
there.
Hollywood, but you know
It
what I
kind
mean?
of does, but who's to know who's telling the truth? And that story stayed covered up for so long, and
Yeah,
for it to come out, what, not even 20 years ago?
right.
I mean, I know Jody's done his research on it, but I'm saying like it stayed under wraps, like nobody talked about it. People still to this day don't talk about it. That's what gets my curiosity going. Like I want to go out there and you know, I don't. I know you tell I'm not from Kentucky or Tennessee, but I just don't go talking people. Just go do your own research and see what you find. But if
Right,
you want to get the
right.
true facts, I believe the lady that told the story, I think she's deceased now. I'm not sure. Forget her name. Jody's mentioned it in his interview. I think when he's talking about the LBL. But
Okay.
my personal belief is I do
It's
believe.
not Linda Goffrey.
No, no, it wasn't Linda Godfrey. It was a lady that I think she was the one that heard about it and was. I can't think of her name. I'd have to do research on it and pull up her name, but she kept it under wraps. And I can't think of her name off the top of my head. But like I
Hmm.
don't know. I find Jody's research to be the most credible. And
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the
exactly.
little boy that was murdered outside, the mom that was inside the trailer, get the thing ripped through the trailer,
Yeah.
killed the mom. I mean, it must have just been a rogue dogman because dogmen don't normally attack like that. I don't.
Hmm.
Something must have caused it. I've heard the perfume theory.
Yeah,
That Jody, I think, debunked that. I don't think a dog. Maybe the
yeah. The
dogman had
perfume.
rabies.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? That's another thing I forgot to mention, bro. Just
Yeah,
before we continue, with Joe Doyle with Hellbent Holler.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, have you I seen on, I think it was the last one that they say they really want to find this dogman that everybody's talking about, or these
Hmm.
dogmen that everybody talks about there. He says they use Sasquatch pheromones, bro, like in one spot, and then they use wolf lure, which is that's made for wolf trappers to attract wolves, right?
Uh huh.
And then another one with like three different spots, bro, in the like cloth with that scent on there. You know what I mean? Just hanging there in a little thing where to attract them things in, whatever.
Uh huh.
And he says they have another one with like a human urine and a wolf urine at the same time, like a mix or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and to see what they attract. Like each stiff, they put like one for Sasquatch, one for wolf, and one for human and wolf. You know what I mean? Like three different
Interesting.
places. Yeah, bro, it's really
Now
awesome,
let me
man. That's
ask
what I'm
you,
saying.
Carlito, what do you think
Yeah,
now? Are they putting trail cams up?
yeah,
And like now do you
dude.
think that
Dude,
these cryptids
you know what he told me, that they
uh,
have like so much gear, and man, he said they have like easy 3,500 invested in gear, bro. Like easy
wow.
3,500, easy. And that's a low number.
Yeah.
He says they got night vision, they got thermal vision, they got all kinds of stuff, bro. Like high tech stuff. You know what I mean? Because they want
Yeah.
to get the clearest pictures. You know, which I don't blame
Well,
them.
we all
That's
definitely want
great.
that $1 million
We
photo.
all
That's the
want that,
thing.
yeah. So
Yeah.
whoever can get it, that'd be awesome, right? And of course, now there's people that want to, be the first ones or be the only ones or whatever. But I'm not gonna get
Yeah.
to all that negativity right now.
No, exactly.
I'm okay with whoever finds it, but just find it and show us. You know what I mean? Show everybody. You
Well,
know what I
there's
mean?
that's the thing where Jody or not Jody, Vic Cundiff said that he saw the one that it was back in 2008, I believe, or a little bit early, maybe mid 2000s. But the trail cam photo was out here in the Sierra Mountains. The guy paid top dollar for a trail cam and
Mm-hmm.
lured it with jerky. And I guess it was on YouTube. You had to have a type in a special link to get it before it was
Mm-hmm.
taken down. But you see the two dogmen walk in, and the one dogman walks up to the camera, grabs the jerky, looks into the camera, and snarls and walks off. I thought that was,
Whoa!
I guess that was crystal clear according to Vic. I don't remember what episode
Wow!
he mentioned that, but if these guys at Hellbent Holler are doing that, I've
Mm-hmm.
also believe the theory that they pick up infrared, so that's why trail cam photos aren't ever going to be super clear. But Vic Cundiff
Yes.
swears up and down that I think even the guest even asked him, was the photo crystal clear, and he said, yeah, it
No.
was crystal clear.
Yeah.
It
No. This
snarled in the camera.
this guy says they got top of the line trail cameras, top of the
Uh-huh.
line. What is the mother? The little one's called. The damn cameras are
GoPros?
GoPros,
Yeah,
like top of the line. They got super, they got the best shit out there, bro.
for
Basically.
sure.
So where if they catch something, it's gonna be crystal clear. You know what I mean? It's gonna be there. It's
Yeah.
gonna even
I
if
hope
it
they do get
even if
that.
it moves flash like like flash coordinates shit, they can pick it up, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I
that's awesome.
mean?
And I hope with what the money they've invested, I hope they do
Yeah,
get that crystal clear photo,
yeah.
just like every other researcher that's out
That's what
there.
I told him. I said, man, I hope y'all get that, man. I'm gonna be the first one to put it out there.
Oh, I know, right? When it's
Shit, I
like
hope y'all
that's
get
one
that,
thing I
bro.
always do, brother, is when if someone sends me photos and they say I can share them, I always make sure I give photo credit
Yeah,
because that's
yeah,
what my biggest mistake I was doing because
yeah,
I was new and I didn't know. The photo I received on Instagram that was Paul's, I was
yeah.
floating it around. I wasn't claiming it was mine. I'm just saying
Hmm.
this is a crystal clear photo to me that is a Dogman. And then
Hmm.
when Paul said that, I made sure when I created West Coast Dogman Project, that was
Hmm.
the first photo I posted and made
Hmm.
sure I gave credit. That's the number
Right.
one thing. Is
Exactly.
I don't like.
That's a
Why should I?
must.
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
those
that's a
people out there
must,
that
bro.
say they took the pictures, especially
Yeah.
with this one guy, Creepers Cryptid, the guy in Australia
Uh
that
huh.
he was on DA Roberts' show not too long ago, but he took a picture of this dogman that was snarling at him, and he could when he DA and them threw it through some filters, you see the dogman crystal clear. But I've seen that photo floated probably 5 different times
Hmm.
throughout other dogman pages, and people saying they took it, and
Yeah.
it's like, what
See,
you
that's the
trying to,
thing.
yeah,
Everybody's trying to get credit for something they didn't do. You know what I mean? And they even
exactly.
go
That's what
they
sickens
go
me.
above and beyond that to take somebody else's picture and say it's theirs. You know what I mean? That's how
Yeah,
bad they want it. But that's the wrong way to do it, bro. Like if
yeah.
you get it, you get it. If you don't, somebody else get it. That's let them be, bro. Let them get the credit. You know what I mean?
And there's a guy out here in California. His name's Javi. He was just in the chat I saw earlier. Cryptid 559. He has some really good dogman photos. His location was the first one I went and checked out when I first started out in the field up in Singer, California. It's about 2 hours north of me. And
Mm-hmm.
I watched his stuff on YouTube and I was like, whoa, dude, he had a dogman encounter in 2018. And I was like, I want to go check that area out. And we drove up there and I found it to be really eerie and spooky. But I don't know if I got any decent photos of anything. I've gone back and looked,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I do see certain things. And Paul's spotted some stuff out when I sent him some photos, but Javi's got some really good photos of some dogmen, and I was just like, oh, his pictures are definitely believable. And he got this one. It's a you can see its snout, the eyes, trippy, brother. I'll have to
Damn.
send that photo. But getting back to it, I was kind of drifting off. I asked
Mm-hmm.
Javi if I could share his photos, and he said, "Yeah, brother, by all means, share it, but I also gave credit to who took them.
Right, exactly.
I like
Yeah.
seeing cool stuff, and
Yeah.
hey, if they let me share it, I'm definitely going to give credit. That's the way it
Mhm.
should be. But
Mhm.
like you were saying earlier, people are trying to claim something that's not theirs,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's the
just
unfortunate part of this cryptid
yeah.
community.
That's low, bro. You know what I'm saying? Try to
It
still
is,
steal other people's pictures and claim it
or
as
credit.
yours. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah, bro.
it's sad.
That ain't gonna fly. But yeah, so Tom actually Tom said the name of the lady was Jan Thompson, bro.
Jan Thompson. Okay, yeah.
Right?
Thank you for that, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Jan Thompson. That's who it was. But yeah,
Yeah.
Jan Thompson was the one that had the story for all those years.
Yeah.
And I think I was 2002. I think she came out with it, or I don't know. They kept it under wraps for good, I think, 20 years because
Mm-hmm.
wasn't it LBL 1982? I believe it was 82.
Yeah, I think it was 81, 82, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, LBL's definitely top of my bucket list, brother, in research. I want to definitely go out there. I need to make a road trip. And I've talked to a few guys about this road trip. Whenever California's gas prices ever drop below back to normal, not $7 a gallon, I did want to make a road trip out, leave California, and hit everybody I've met in the cryptid community, going from Arizona to Texas, all the way up to Kentucky, and all the way up to Maine, and up, through the Carolinas. Do like a cross country road trip.
You know what? I would love to do that, bro. Remember, I even told you we could take my camper.
Yeah,
Man,
that would be sick.
I would love to do that with y'all, man. You, Tom, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that wants to join us and all that, you know what I mean? David, dude from Texas. Abe, whoever can come that we can, rally up and go out and do that.
Go hit the Sam Houston or something. I mean, you guys got,
bro.
From the pictures I've been seeing,
I don't know about
Yeah,
I don't know about LBL though, bro. I don't want my camper coming back all shredded, bro.
All shredded. You better have insurance on that. What do you tell your insurance company? Oh, a Dogman slashed it.
Dogman slashed it. Fucking bullet shots through the windows, and
it'd be hard to explain to your insurance company. It's like we got a little drunk and drove off road. I mean, that's what you'd have to say.
Yeah, man.
But Tom said Shell. I can't pronounce that middle name, but Dion has good photos on the Whisper Walkers on Instagram. Yeah, she actually does.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about
it. She has really good. She posted one the other day, and you clearly see the Dogman's head. It's jet black, and then you see in the brush like its knee pops out, and then the bottom of its foot. I was like, oh, I see it clear as day.
Yeah,
good photo.
Bro. Hey, I got a question for you, bro. That of a couple that I wrote down for you.
Okay.
Have you talked to other researchers in your area going on an expedition together?
I've talked to one guy that my Region 1 director actually gave me his contact information. He's a Bigfoot researcher, and he's also got Dogman evidence. He's actually down in Santa Barbara. Just to protect his identity, I won't mention his name, but because I think he actually prefers it that way. He doesn't do social media.
Right.
So, yeah, I've actually talked to him, and I told him about wanting to, go do research with him. I actually confide in him a lot. I send him my photos, and I send some to other people too. But since he's local, he's only 2 hours south of me, and it was he gives me his input, and to me, he's very knowledgeable in this stuff. And yeah, we've talked about it. He said that he'd be honored to go up to Dinky Creek Road and go do some investigation. He's like, don't tell anybody where it's at. But I'm like, yeah, I've already mentioned that. I don't care. It's not my research area. I don't own the land,
Right.
So,
right.
Hey, anybody,
is he from like Northern California or from your area?
Oh no, he's actually down in Santa Barbara area, down in LA area. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, well, but I mean, it's not that far from you though. I mean,
no, it's only 2 hours. So I mean, and then I think I've talked to Javi too about wanting to go meet up with him one day, and we'd go do some research. And he's got a certain area up by Avocado Lake up there in Sanger, and the Fresno area, which is also 2 hours north of where I'm at, is just crawling with cryptids. I mean, they have a cryptid called the Fresno Nightcrawler.
Wow, yeah, I've heard of that. Yes, Fresno
freaking
Nightcrawler.
Trippy looking.
I wonder if that's Fresno, California.
Yeah. And that's where Cryptid 559's at. Or I think, the area code's Fresno area. So,
so cool.
I mean,
Nice to
where
know.
he's researched his area is just incredible. It's definitely really eerie feeling, like Sasquatch you can see being there.
Mm-hmm.
He's posted some decent photos of tree structures, and I mean, what blew my mind was his last video he posted of he said he saw a pterodactyl or a pterosaurus or something that
Oh yeah.
I was just mind blown. And when he said it was down by the eucalyptus, you'd have to watch the video. I mean, I
Oh,
don't remember word for word what it, but it was some
and
like a prehistoric looking bird, and
where
it
can
blew
we
my
find
mind.
this? Where can we find this?
Go check out. He has a YouTube channel called Cryptid 559,
Okay.
and his name's Javi. Him and his buddy
Okay.
Jesus do really good research, and he's very knowledgeable. Like I said, he was one of the guys who I've watched why I wanted to go do boots on the ground research was I came across his video, and that's why my very first
Oh,
place I
okay.
went was up at Avocado Lake where he had his
Cool.
Dogman encounter.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen him here in the show tonight of
yeah.
Cryptid 559, but I didn't know that was who you were talking about. Hobby. Okay.
Yeah, Javi. Yeah,
Okay.
that's his channel and his group and his buddy, him and Jesus. They went on Paranormally Correct. I think last week or the week before, and they
Mhm.
went on with Sarah and Rebecca, and they did their interview, and they showed the photos, and I was just like, dude, those are the photos that he's posted, and
Damn.
incredible
Now,
researcher.
now is this on YouTube
Yeah,
or
it's on YouTube.
Facebook? YouTube.
He's got
Okay.
Facebook page. I think it's his friends page though. I don't think he actually has like a Facebook page. It's more of an account. So if you just type in Cryptid 559 on Facebook, you can
Hmm.
add him. I have him as a friend, and I've made him a moderator and a group expert in my page. It's because
Cool.
I love his content, what he
Okay.
posts. So,
I might have to check that out, man. Now you got me
yeah, or
intrigued,
maybe you should
bro.
bring him on and interview him.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah. I'd
I
love
mean,
to.
you're such a great interviewer, and they've
Thank you,
got
man.
great evidence. Him and his buddy. You might have to
Yeah.
do it during like I don't know what their schedules are like, but
Right.
yeah, you should definitely bring him on, brother.
Yeah,
Great
man.
content.
Yeah, I'll definitely talk to him about that, man.
Yeah.
See if he'd like to come on. And okay, cool, man. Another thing is, I wanted to ask you, what kind of equipment do you have so far to go out when you research, bro?
Bro, I wish I had $5,000 worth of camera recording, trail
Right?
cams, and all that. But
Yeah.
honestly, what I use is I
Hmm.
take my old iPhone XR, and I don't know if you noticed it in some of the pictures I posted. I've actually went and got the iPhone Pro 13 Max,
13,
whatever it's
right? The
called.
last one, yeah.
Yeah, so the newest one, I
Hmm.
use that as I record in my hands like this, taking pictures, and then I have my chest protector on my old XR that's recording the whole time. I'm trying to do the
You,
whole Scott Carpenter deal,
right.
but I don't want to put it on my backpack because then I don't know if it's going to be recording the whole time if I have enough storage.
You know why I asked this, and I'm
Uh,
pretty sure a lot of people are wondering too, like, because when you go out there, you got a backpack on, like you said, then
yeah,
you got a chest thing right here too, so that's why we're kind of wondering, like, what all do you have in there? You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
kind
No,
of
what I have back there
like,
is just hiking sticks and a machete, and then I keep my gun in the back, and
right.
then I have my old iPhone. I just strap my backpack together and just it's recording everything that's in front of me. But I've got my iPhone 13 in front of me, recording, taking pictures while this is recording the whole time. And then
Hmm.
sometimes I'll take my phone, switch it into camera mode, and record behind me. But
Right.
I need to do the whole Scott Carpenter deal where I have a
Yeah.
GoPro facing behind me. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah. Well,
that's all I use is two iPhones.
right. Well, they got the GoPro 360, right? That it records front and back.
No joke.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
not know
man.
that.
Yeah, that's
I'll have
what
to
it's
look
called,
into that.
360. Yeah,
Yeah,
GoPro
yeah, it makes
360.
sense.
Yeah. And but man, that mug is pricey, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
Ooh,
It's
see,
pricey. Yeah, you're talking about the
California, man,
thousands.
they're living out here. Like you were saying, that's why you live in Texas.
Yeah,
$7
brother.
for gas, mortgage is
Yeah,
outrageous.
yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's
Everything's
crazy.
expensive out here. So I mean, just
Everything
trying to
expensive.
survive is expensive.
I think like a maybe a $5,000 car in Texas is gonna cost like maybe 8,000 in California. An
They're really
apartment.
pushing the electric cars out here, though.
Yeah, and I know because I lived in California. That's
Yeah,
why I say
yeah.
I know the prices. Back then, it was like one bedroom apartment was like way back then was like $700. I'm talking about
Whew.
this was back in '95, bro.
Wow. Looking
seven
at
hundred
just for a
dollars,
one bedroom where I'm at,
one
probably
bedroom,
around
yeah.
1350.
And this wasn't like a real nice spot or nothing. It was kind of hood, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so I can imagine now they're probably going like 1,500, right? Something like that.
If
Yeah,
not, dang near close, brother.
yeah, yeah,
It's doubled. Everything out here
yeah,
is crazy. I mean, not
yeah.
the bad mouth California. I think that
Right,
I love the state I live in, not the politics, but I mean
right.
that what we have geographically, like where I'm at. I'm 2 hours from Fresno. I'm 2 hours from the coast. 2 hours from the mountain, 2 hours from LA. So I live in the Dust Bowl of
Right. Yeah.
California, and Bakersfield's kind of that Dust Bowl town, but it's home to me. So
No, that's cool because you're right in the middle of everything. You're right in the middle of the desert, the mountains, Big Bear.
Yep.
You're right in the middle of the ocean, right next to you over there, and then you're right in the middle of which is San Francisco, right above you.
Yeah, San Francisco about 5-hour drive, but yeah, it's give or take with good traffic. But yeah, same with San Diego. We're only 5 hours away from there, so
right, San
Diego.
In the middle. So you go to Mexico, you go to Baja, all that, right?
Oh yeah, we went on a trip there actually 2 years ago. Well, before COVID, we went on a cruise down there. The wife had never been, and it was fun. I'd never been to Ensenada, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I remember those times going to the border, dude. Ensenada, Baja, all that.
Oh yeah, Cabo San Lucas.
No, that's where. No, but that's very in the tip of Mexico.
Cabo is?
Yeah, Cabo. That's like okay, like if you're going to California, you hit Mexico, the borderline. You keep going all the way down to the tip. That's Cabo.
Oh, see, I thought that was Puerto Vallarta that was down the tip, and then Cabo was more in the middle.
No, the tip of Mexico is Cabo on the Baja California,
peninsula, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I got to
Cabo's way down there, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I was thinking more it was in the middle because I remember looking at the ship and it said Puerto Vallarta was on the tip of it, so I didn't.
Yeah, no.
But that makes sense.
Puerto Vallarta, that's on the other side, on the mainland of
is it? Okay.
Mexico, right across Cabo, but on the mainland.
I think. I went 10 years ago, and I don't really remember much of the trip. I was 21, so.
Yeah, brother. But man, it's awesome down there, bro. It's
awesome. It's beautiful.
Great times.
Certain parts of it, are beautiful. I mean, I've seen other things where, I think people here in the States we take for granted. There's people down there that they're very appreciative of what they have and what they work for. I can say that it's being an American. I am definitely blessed with what we have here.
Right. Yes, exactly. Hey, I got a question from Abe Sears. He says, have you ever encountered a den of dead animals or a fresh kill?
No. The pictures I posted 2 weeks ago, I think is a den. It looks like a blind almost. I couldn't tell you, but I didn't see any dead animals around there. But I couldn't. That's when I first posted. I didn't know if it was Dogman or Sasquatch related because I've heard of both having dens. So I mean, I can send Abe the photo if he wants to see it, but I think that's the only thing I think of that's a den.
Right. Yeah, no, that'd be cool, man. If you could send it, or or just tag him on the post where you have the pictures. You can tag him, and he'll.
Yeah, Abe, I'll definitely tag you as soon as I'm done with the interview, brother. I'll send you that photo of that den. And
yeah, that's awesome, dude. I like that den, dude. It's like nice and brushy and nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
dense too. It's got like I don't know how many sticks they got to put that together, bro.
I sent that to DA. He said that doesn't look man-made. He said that it looks like it was. It doesn't look like it's chopped. I mean, it looks maybe it could have been like a juvenile. Maybe I've heard in Sasquatch make dens like that and leave their juveniles behind while they go out and get food. I guess. Yeah. I mean, I've also heard Dogman making dens too, but I don't know. That's why I started researching the area because there was interest in Dogman and heard of recent sightings there. So
looks like everybody has family in California. Voltron said I have family in Fresno.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then Abe says I have my brother lives in San Diego. And I got sisters in California too. One lives in San Diego, and one lives in where is it? Anaheim, California.
Oh, okay. LA area. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I mean, it seems like people have family all from across the United States here.
Yeah, bro.
So it's pretty cool, though. Yeah, Abe's brother lives in San Diego. Yeah, I have a lot of family in San Diego area myself. So,
dude, I got a big family, man. I got two sisters in California, one sister in Las Vegas, one sister in North Carolina, one sister in San Antonio, one sister in Indiana.
Your family's across the United States, Midwest, West Coast, East Coast.
I would need $10,000 to go visit them all.
I know, right? Round trip.
Yeah,
that'd be a trip to do. I mean, go to LA, then head up to Anaheim or San Diego, Anaheim, then straight to Indianapolis, and then to North Carolina.
You've been by there, right? Anaheim, Riverside, all that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Southern California is it was like my playground growing up.
Man, I love it.
My uncle's living in San Diego. That's where I spent a lot of my childhood, going surfing and doing all that stuff, and living the Southern California lifestyle.
Yeah, bro. I mean, for real. You know what? I actually want to go back one day, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, if you're ever out,
and
brother,
I don't think it's too late. You know what I mean? You know, I'm in
no,
my mid 40s, but I don't think it's too late, bro. I don't think it's too late for me to go out there and
just you
enjoy.
got to
You know what
enjoy
I
your
mean?
life. You only get one, brother.
Enjoy
So
life. Yeah.
don't ever have any regrets.
If
If you
I,
ever come
dude,
out,
if
hit me up.
bro,
I'll definitely come out there with you.
if I go back there, I don't give a fuck. I'll be 50 years old surfing and bodyboarding, bro. For real.
Oh, if you
I'm
need
telling you the
me to
truth.
teach you, I can teach you.
For
I'm a little
real.
rusty myself because I kind of gave up surfing when I was
No,
16 to go work on the
yeah,
ranches and become a
yeah.
cowboy. But you know,
No, shit, I'll hit you up and we'll go together, man. I mean, like I
yeah, for
said, the
sure.
the beaches down there are fucking awesome, dude. No, I used to surf and I used to
Oh,
bodyboard.
okay, so you got
Yeah,
surfing background then.
and skateboard. Yeah,
Oh, see,
yeah,
I suck at a
all
skateboard. That's why everyone laughs at. They're like, you
that.
can surf, but you can't skate. Nope.
Yeah, I
I
did
got
that many
inspired to
years.
learn how to skate though, watching that movie from '99 from Disney. You
Yeah.
probably remember it, Brink. I don't know if you ever heard of that, like the rollerblade movie, the skateboard.
No, bro, I
I
should
tried doing
don't.
that. I face planted, bro. I'm like, yeah, skateboarding and skating isn't for me.
You know what my beaches were, bro, and this is for Aunt Rox because he's from California
Oh, okay.
and Cryptid 559. My beaches were Huntington Beach, Long
Nice.
Beach, uh, Newport. That was my main one, Newport Beach.
Newport. I love
Yeah,
Newport.
Corona Del Mar. What was that other one? Balboa Beach.
Okay.
All the way down to almost Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Where they got Redondo Beach, they
Redondo.
got
Yep.
Oceanside. You know, I used to
That's where I.
all
That's
up
where I
and
did a lot of
down,
my surfing was in
all
Oceanside.
up and
So
down that. Yeah, that's where I did all my bodyboarding and Laguna Beach, all that, bro. I mean, all the way
nice.
from, like I
See,
said,
that's
that
something that a
first
lot
one.
of people don't know about you is because when
Yeah,
you do the interviews, you're asking the questions about the encounters
yeah,
and whatnot, but you don't ever
yeah,
get to understand
yeah,
where the host comes from. And
yeah,
like I said, nobody would have known you were from Southern California. I mean, you
yeah,
wear a Houston hat, you live in Texas, your
yeah,
profile says Texas. You
yeah,
would never
yeah,
get to know. That's what I
yeah,
think what's so cool about doing this interview is I'm learning more and more about you myself, brother,
yeah, yeah,
which is
yeah,
so
bro.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. I was in Cali for when I was a kid, and till
Yeah.
I came to Houston. Because what it is that my mom and my dad were separated since we were kids.
Oh,
So
okay.
my dad was always here in Texas, and my mom was in California. That's the story to that. That's why I
Oh,
was
I
in
see.
California, and that's why I grew up in Texas. After a while, I just stayed here in Texas because, like I was saying, man, the cost of living in California is super high, bro. The last
It
time I
just
was
keeps getting
there,
higher, bro.
yeah, man.
That's why we have a record number of people moving out. To be
Last time
honest
I
with
was
you,
there was in '95, and I was having a hard time, bro. Just keeping
really,
up with the yeah with the living,
it's a
just the
fast
cost
pace
of
of
living.
life out here, and that
Yeah.
I mean certain parts. I guess you could say like L.A. Yeah, fast part.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to if you move to Indiana, in Indiana, life. People are more. I guess you could say
Mm-hmm.
not stuck up, more friendly, more down to
Right.
earth, and
Right.
then
Right.
the pace of life's a lot slower than L.A. or San Francisco.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's got its pros and cons. Both places. You know what I mean?
No, of course.
Texas is more laid back. Texas is more fishing. Hunting. All that.
Yeah, you guys got it all down
You
there.
know what I mean? Barbecuing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They're all about barbecuing.
I would say over Texas, over California, 100% is barbecue. You
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
10-1 for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, we got a good tri-tip out here, but I mean,
Yeah.
you guys got a
Yeah.
good brisket, and brisket's 10 times better than a tri-tip, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I gotta say, California Mexican food's the number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Sorry, brother.
dude. No, for
It's
real. Hey,
genuine.
I agree. I agree, man. I'm from Texas, but I prefer California Mexican food over Texas Mexican food, which is called
100%,
Tex-Mex.
bro. Like you said, there's pros and
Man,
cons to
yeah,
both.
there's pros and cons. Yeah, you know what I mean.
More
So,
pros for Texas. I'll give them that.
yeah, 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 for real, man. But man, it was great having you here tonight, Shane.
Yeah,
Man,
definitely, brother. It was an honor to be on your show, and like I say,
yeah,
brother,
bro.
I'm honored, and it's been a pleasure.
Yes, yes, absolutely, brother. And we got to know a little bit more about you. We got to know a little bit more about me, tonight. So
Yeah,
it's all good, man. And like you said, we when we talk, me and you, we talk for hours, dude. Like, what I mean? Like
we sure
from
do.
the
I think our
first
first
time
time
we started talking,
4.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we already knew each other from
I
years back
know.
or
It's
something. It's crazy,
like, brother, like we have so much in common,
man.
and it's not even just all
Yeah.
cryptid related. I mean, yeah, that's what started it. That's what I love about the cryptid community is I've met so many people, and we have a like mind,
Yeah.
about the cryptids, but you get to know that person, and it's like you feel like you've known them for years,
Yeah.
and it's incredible. I can honestly say, if cryptids aren't real, and one thing it's done for me is broaden my friendship with people from across the nation,
Yeah.
and people I never thought I would ever talk to or would ever give the time of day, because we would never know each other. I'd be like, oh, I don't know that
Exactly.
person.
And you
But
know
you're
what? It's only gonna get better, bro, with time, you
exa-
know what I mean?
yeah, and I can honestly thank the cryptid community for that, because I've met a lot of people.
Yes, yes. And like we said, oh guys, check this out. Me and Shane, we were talking for 4 or 5 hours. We're like, dude, man, I got so many, friends in the cryptid community now that I have more friends there than in real life. You know what I mean?
100%.
I might,
Yeah,
I might, I might have maybe, man, I can count them with my hands, dude. My friends that I have in real life. You know
same
what I
here,
mean?
brother.
Maybe 6 good friends, if that. If that.
That's a far stretch for me. I can
Yeah,
count them on one
for real.
hand.
But but in the crypto community, man, I have so many friends, dude. You know what I mean? Like you, Voltron, dude. Voltron, you know who Voltron is?
No, I don't.
He's like a big time cryptid enthusiast. He loves listening to like all of our talk shows or podcasts or whatever. He listens to me. He listens to Tom. He listens to Josh Turner. He listens to a bunch of them, bro. I mean, I can't name them
Yeah.
all, but a bunch of them. And he's been what's his name? Damn it. Shit. I'm sorry about this. Marvin Allen. Sorry, Marvin.
Oh,
took
yeah.
me
You would
took
tell
me a
me that
second.
Marvin Allen too, and I've
Yeah,
listened to
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So
But yeah, Voltron,
he
I'd like to
yeah,
get to know him, and and
dude, he's
I
awesome, man.
appreciate you showing up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's like one of our, long time, friends slash enthusiasts slash followers slash, group members, bro. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
long time, bro.
that's
I've
cool. You
known.
have a following, that you got,
Yeah,
no matter what group it is, you
yeah,
guys. That's what, like I say, the crypto community brings everyone together for
yeah,
good and bad. I mean, we got the negative,
yep,
but the majority of it I've seen, it's all positive, brother. We're all doing
yep.
this for one thing, but we've also developed friendships and
Right,
followers and
right,
getting to know great people. Like I
right,
said, if I would have never watched your show, we wouldn't be here tonight. And here we are,
right.
what, 2-3 months later. So
Yes,
yeah,
bro. Yes.
it's been an honor, brother. To be
Yeah,
honest with
so
you,
so so like Abe, I consider him a personal friend. Voltron, I
yeah.
consider him a personal friend. Like we talk on a regular and all that.
Mhm.
So they're not just fellow podcasters or fellow members or fellow
They're friends.
cryptid. We're actual friends. We're like
Yeah,
real life friends. Through the phone or through the internet or whatever. But we're
yeah.
friends.
Even
You
if
know what
it's
I mean?
just through Messenger, I mean,
Yeah,
and
and we
just it or
love we
comments.
love talking cryptids and all that shit, because that's what we have in common. We love talking,
Exactly.
but then we talk about our family too. You know what I mean? Like me and Voltron the other day, yeah, we were just talking about our family, just the day before yesterday, actually. Me and Abe talked about family about a month ago or something like when I called him,
Mhm.
and yeah, like oh yeah, well, he likes to go dancing and all this, and his kids and his son is a boxer
You
and
get to
all.
learn more about their real life
Yeah, yeah,
stuff, and you
yeah,
develop that friendship. And just like
exactly.
you and I, we were talking
Yeah,
behind the scene. You're like, other than just talking cryptids, we were talking about muscle cars. You were telling me like
yeah,
you like looking at muscle cars. I didn't know that about you,
yeah.
but you get to know somebody, and they become
Yeah,
your real
yeah,
friend.
exactly. Yeah, no,
That's so
yeah, man.
cool.
I love muscle cars. American muscle cars, Ford Mustangs, and the
You showed me
classic
your
ones.
guitar last
Yeah,
week.
yeah. I
I
showed
didn't
you
know
my
you were into
guitar.
metal music. Who would have thought Carlito was into
Yeah,
metal?
yeah, for real, right?
You
Especially
showed me
with
your baby too. I thought that was pretty beautiful.
yeah, man, yeah, I got that James Hetfield Metallica from the '80s, guys. If y'all don't know,
Yeah, it was an
but
honor to
yeah,
see
I
that.
showed it to Shane. Yeah, yeah, man, that's a rare guitar, dude. I think that guitar goes for around 2,500, close to 3,000, something like that.
Man,
But I'm never selling that, bro.
I wouldn't,
Never.
brother.
Mm,
It's one of those conversation pieces that 20 years
yeah,
down the road,
no,
you could be
yeah,
telling your kids or grandkids or your
yes.
neighbors' kids. Like you see that guitar.
Yeah, I'll hand it down to my daughter. You know what I mean, and hopefully
Yeah,
she
when the
don't she
time's
don't end
right.
up selling it or something. But yeah, I'm not
Well,
selling
then it's fair
it.
game after that. But yeah, I mean, it's right now it's all yours. Not giving that
Yeah,
up.
but yeah, I like practicing guitar and I like heavy metal too. Anthony knows that. Ant rocks. Voltron does too.
Oh, right
They
on.
know that, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I just found that out, 4 or 5 days ago. I didn't know that. But that's what I love about the cryptid community. You get to meet these people, and,
Yeah.
like I said, I got to talk to you, and I get
Yeah.
to know everybody.
Oh,
That's what's up.
I don't know if you know who Anthony Metcalf is. He says Ant Rocks on YouTube. He's Anthony Metcalf on
On Facebook?
Facebook. Yeah,
I'm not sure.
he
I'll
lives
have
in
to.
California too, bro.
What part of where's Anthony at in California?
I think he's in the San Francisco area.
Oh, is he
I
northern? Okay.
believe. Yeah, he's northern. He's northern
Okay.
for sure.
Well,
And
I do plan on doing a road trip to go up north and go meet with Dev, our Region 1 director, one day. And I'll make a trip up and go do some investigation with Javi and kind of just do like an in-state little,
exactly,
gas
bro.
prices. Might have to go rent a Tesla, but I'm going to make it up there. I want to meet everybody that's here in California. And maybe we could create like you were talking about, get together and create like a little, not super team, but like a team of researchers and go and feed off each other. That'd be cool. So if he's in Northern California, Anthony, I'd like to reach out to you and maybe we can link up down the road.
Yeah, he's a long time, cryptid enthusiast / follower with us.
Awesome.
When we first started with Marvin Allen, like maybe 6 years ago or something like that.
Dang, so you guys got history.
Yeah. Him and Voltron saying, so I thought, what the crap? I'm not your friend. And then he put laugh emojis.
Anthony
he's
says
always got jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's always got. There you go, NorCal. Yeah, bro. We talk about a lot of stuff, bro. Me and family and all that stuff, bro. And then it's actually funny that you just mentioned about the guitar because one day I was talking to Anthony and like, man, I like guitars. He's like, oh, you like guitars? I'm like, yeah, bro. He's like, what guitar you got? And I showed him. He's like, oh, damn, that's a badass guitar, right?
That's awesome.
And then he sent me a picture. I said, why, you like guitars? He's like, yeah, I like guitars. He told me, right? And I'm like, damn, dude. He's like, I said, can you play? He's like, yeah, a little bit. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, bro. Just like me, right? And he sends me a damn video, dude. Motherfucker was shredding it like Joe Satriani, dude. He's
like, oh, that's nothing, right?
Yeah, like, what the? And he started laughing. Like, no, yeah, I've been playing for many years. I'm like,
oh, that's
damn,
cool.
Dude. I'm like, that's
see, you
crazy.
never would have got to know that if you never get to meet him through the cryptid community. It's not just having the same like-minded thing.
No.
You get to learn something about someone. And like I said, that's what I love about the cryptid community, whether you believe or not. I mean, if you do, the more that you do believe, I think you get that interest, and that opens the gateway to meeting some incredible people.
Yeah.
And you were just talking about, Voltron, just shredding it up. And
no, Ant Rocks. Ant
Rocks.
That
was Ant. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad, Ant.
Yeah.
But yeah, how cool is that, brother? I mean, you met two incredible dudes. Same with Abe and
Abe too, dude. Like,
crazy.
I've been talking off and on with Abe about going to his house. And do you remember I told you that we were thinking about doing a little Texas trip?
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, man, we wanted to go to where Abe is at, which is in Killeen, Texas.
Okay.
Which is north of Austin, right?
North of Austin, okay.
Yeah, and then we wanted to go to Dallas, where David from Texas is at. And then we wanted to come down to Houston, close to where I'm at, which is the Sam Houston National Forest. But we're gonna go to like key places where we know and heard of, Dogman encounters, bro.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to go to
Texas
another
super team.
Yeah, bro.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, so we've been talking about that for I'm gonna say a little over a year now, but we really haven't got the the coordination to make it happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if it doesn't happen anytime soon, but maybe down the road, how cool would that be? Just traveling, because Texas has everything. You guys have seriously everything. But Sam Houston, I've heard Sam Houston is heavy with Sasquatch. Same with Dogman sightings. So they're all over. I don't care if it's California. I know it's Sasquatch territory, but hey, the Dogmen have made their way out here too. And I hear Texas is definitely huge.
Yes,
full of them,
bro. Full of them, especially Sam Houston. I've heard many encounters there, bro. Like even on Vic's show, I've heard there. Like maybe.
That's where I first heard it too.
4 or 5, yeah. I'm like, damn, Sam Houston National Forest. I like, holy shit, this is
You
gonna
guys
be
got some
good.
activity out there.
Yeah, bro. You see
They're
what
all
that?
over in the Midwest.
You
What's
see what
up?
that? You see what Aunt Rock said? He said we talked for 7 hours that day. I'm telling you, bro.
Dang.
I'm telling you.
Wow. That's a whole work shift for some
Yes.
people.
I
Almost
made
8 hours.
I've made damn good friends in this community,
That's
bro.
what's awesome, man. And that's one thing I'm looking to do. I met you, I've met Paul, David,
Yeah,
so many others, just to name off a few.
yeah,
But I consider them friends. They're like family.
yeah, yeah. And we have a lot of things in common. We talk about a lot of things in common. So,
Yeah,
things that I might not find that here with my neighbors or my, my friends here in my friends here in
yeah,
town or whatever. You know what I mean? They're just
exactly.
like they're just the type of people like, hey, what's up, and that's it. You know what I mean? It's not like there's
I know my
nothing in
best friend
common.
laughs at me for believing in Dogman, but
The
I'm like,
only
hey, this is
thing,
my hobby.
yeah, the only thing I have in common here with the people around here is the beer and the barbecues. That's
Yeah,
it.
right?
That's it, bro.
Like-minded.
Yeah, that's it.
Got to keep the Dogman and Cryptid down a little bit. But hey, if you meet that one guy, it's gonna go whoop right
Yeah,
there. Hey, you
yeah,
want to talk
man.
about Dogman?
Oh yeah, hey, good thing Abe mentioned that right now from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Shout out to Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, guys. He's got a Facebook group with that name and a YouTube channel
Does
with
Abe
that
have a
same
YouTube?
name.
I
Yeah,
didn't know. I
yeah,
thought
he
he only
does,
had a Facebook.
and a
Little,
TikTok.
yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen the TikTok. I don't
he's
do TikTok,
yeah.
unfortunately, but let me
I
see.
do
Let
it
me.
just for fun, but not for cryptids though. I
Yeah,
do it just
right.
like for fun. Yeah,
Seems like
but
all this cryptid stuff I see on there, it's all like it looks kind of fake.
yeah, no.
But who's
And
to say what's real? You know?
yeah, he mentioned something about near the borders. Also, yes, dude, I've heard of Dogman in the borders,
Oh
like
yeah,
attacking immigrants as
Border
they're
Patrol and all
crossing.
that.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I'm like,
And Border
what?
Patrol can't
Matter of,
report it because just like if law enforcement, they'll be
yeah,
ridiculed and lose their job over it and laughed
exactly,
at. So it's better to
exactly.
stay quiet.
Exactly. And I think I'm not gonna don't quote me on this, but I think I've heard one on Vic's show talk about a dogman sighting or encounter at the border.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know I posted one in West Coast about 2 months ago, but I think it was what's her name, Lilith Dread. I think she does one, and they were talking about it, and the guy saw what they'd seen. It was a hyena variant looking one, and it
Mhm.
stood up and it had the yellow eyes shine. The dude went back and they ended up terminating him. According, I mean, he wasn't allowed to talk about it beforehand, but he talked about it after he got his walking papers, and he's like, "Who do we report this to?" And the other officer was telling him, "You don't." So, and I think that he was going to try to say something to one of the senior officers. They gave him his pink slip after his shift was over. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, did it happen? I mean, or is it just typed up for really good content for viewership?
Man, I
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
dude, but it sounds very interesting, right? And
Oh
intriguing,
yeah,
right? Like you would think, like, wow, that's crazy. If it really did happen, that's fucking great. And it makes sense because the people out, the immigrants hiding at night through the bushes and all this, jumping the river and all that. It would make sense if one of them came out and attacked them people, and nobody would bat
exactly.
an eye. Why? Because
Nobody
they're
would.
immigrants, Nobody really
On
would bat an eye on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you'll get, oh well, that's their own fault.
Yeah,
You'll get people
yeah,
that'll say that. Well,
yeah,
they're just you can't blame them for wanting a better life. But like you
yep.
said, they're free food. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
for any type of cryptid, if it's Sasquatch or
Yeah,
Dogman or whatever. But
yep.
yeah, you get they're hiding in their turf, so can't
Mm-hmm.
really blame them.
Yeah, exactly,
I mean,
bro.
even with the Border Patrol, I'm just saying, like their sightings, they're free game too, and it's these encounters are happening more and more. So I think
Hmm.
that my personal belief is the veil, whatever this veil is, whatever it is, it's thinning, and there's more and more sightings that
Yes.
your everyday normal person driving down a truck driver driving down Oklahoma somewhere
I
looks
think,
over off the side of the road.
yes, dude. I think you know what? I honestly think that this is getting like because I've heard a lot of people saying that the numbers are rising on dogman encounters, and that's true. I've had there's more and more and more and more. Now I don't know if it's just a subject that's very interesting, but
Mhm.
maybe half of that might be made up in stories. You know what I mean?
Could be, yeah.
But the other half could be real. You know what I mean? So, and even then, that's growing as well too. You know what I mean? Like people with encounters.
Oh
Actual
yeah.
encounters. Coming
Is
out
it
and
clickbait? I don't know, but
yeah.
I've talked to someone in one of my in my group, and they were telling me that like if this person, on this YouTube page posted this, and you really think that people can really write out that detailed of a story? I mean, it does kind of sound, now that I look more into it, it does seem like it's little clickbait typed up material, but who's to say it didn't happen? So, like I said, keep an open mind.
Yeah, bro, exactly, man. I mean,
Like you said, it could be 50% real, 50% of it's fake.
Yeah,
That's why we're trying to get answers, proving the existence of these creatures. And that's like what I want to do at West Coast is I, want to prove the existence of these things.
Exactly.
And I know I might get, eliminated out by the government being silenced.
Well,
who knows?
Well, yeah. I mean, but you know what? I think, and like I've told like Tom and many other people within the cryptid community, I think they don't ban us, even though we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, all over that shit, because I think they're trying to say, as long as they don't have like hard evidence, let them be, let them talk
Let them
whatever
go
they want to talk.
runge out in the forest.
Yeah, let them do whatever they want to do with their little shows on YouTube and their little researching out in whatever forest. You know what I mean? As long as they don't have hard evidence. You know what I mean?
A body.
Then they'll come and shut you down. Then they will come and shut you down. You know what I mean?
Exactly. A body.
And
physical evidence, teeth, hair,
and you know what that means. You know what that leads to. You could be suicided, one, or they can plant shit in your computers. You've heard of that,
yeah,
right?
I've heard of and read on things. They can turn your life upside down.
Yes,
you'd have to register. It's like what?
They can fuck you up, bro.
They will. That government doesn't want to. They don't want you messing with their stuff. So hey, have your little YouTube page and go use your new little iPhone and go take pictures of the tree line.
For entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? They'll let you entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's as long as we don't get any hard evidence. That's what I'm thinking. Bro.
Even with the technology we have, brother, we have 5K freaking cameras, and we're still getting blurry photos. Maybe they're setting it up that way.
They are, bro, and I know they're watching us. I know they are. I know they're watching.
They've got their little gurus.
Yeah, they got the little.
As long as they don't say nothing serious.
Yeah, because they'll shut you down quick. Like even like channels and Facebook, they'll shut you down, bro. They'll shut your live down.
Bro, Bettina Moss was interviewing Lance Hightower.
Yeah.
And I was watching her show. I got booted 3 times, and then I got kicked off of her subscription. I'm like, oh, guess I wasn't meant to watch that. So, and then when I was interviewing Roy Stubblefield, he kept getting kicked off. I don't know why. It was like, is it because Roy's Encounter is really good, or this is just bad cell service? I don't know.
I've had guests that were kicked off, and Al Sanariga is one of them, bro. Because I don't know. I think they're watching.
Isn't Al the Godfather you were telling me about of cryptozoology?
Yeah.
I like Al. He's a cool dude. Very knowledgeable.
He's very, very knowledgeable. But I think they're onto him because they shut him down on different shows. They shut him down on my show. They shut him down on Bettina's show. They shut him down on Tom's show. Yeah, bro. I think they're
because he knows something. Because
he knows
so
much. Yeah. They don't want him getting too close to saying, what he knows.
I've heard from some people that Jeffrey Nadolny's been, talked to and said, hey, limit what you're doing or we're going to shut you down.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
I was like, whoa. I don't want to get that far. I just want to do my little entertainment purposes.
Yeah, little entertainment purposes.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't want to get too big. Keep me small and humble. I like what I do, please.
Yeah, if they come at me and like, hey, you should no, dude, I'm doing it for entertainment purposes, bro.
Yeah,
no, what the fuck?
Right. I do it for the viewers.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, for real. I'm not trying to prove their existence.
No, I just need to pay some dude to go wear a 9-foot werewolf, costume and hide down a tree. That's all we're trying to get.
Yeah, for real.
That's all it is, man. Just entertainment purposes.
Entertainment purposes, man.
Right.
No, but y'all were talking about a road trip to the LBL in your camper.
I know. Right? Like, no, we were just going out.
No, we were talking about something else.
We were going to go see Paul.
Yeah. God damn. I can't wait till that shit happens to one of us, man.
It's bound to happen, brother.
I'll be laughing like it.
Obviously, they do monitor you, so
they do.
They do 100%.
Facebook and YouTube.
I think that's why Facebook's photo processor sucks so bad. They purposely do it.
They
I
purposely
posted a
do
picture of my
it.
nephew and my eyes look closed, and I'm like, yeah, my
Yeah.
eyes were open in the photo.
Yeah. I posted pictures in Facebook, and like, man, it kills it, dude. It's like,
Totally
man,
distorts it.
totally distorts it, dude. Destroys the picture.
Just
Like, what
sucks.
yeah, you can't see a lot of stuff. I think they do it on purpose, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
They do.
Because I mean, if we have 4K, 5K cameras, but yet their
Yeah.
photo processor is still 2009, there's a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Darkwood said Facebook sucks.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I
because
agree, bro.
they I don't know how you call it, the pixelation. They destroy the pixelation, bro.
Yeah.
Like, wow, dude.
But like you said, there's a reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want incredible photos being posted.
They
But you know
don't.
what's even funny is when Paul posts photos, they do look pixelated, but you can see what the clear indication of what it is. The snout, the eye.
And he always says that, man, I hate Book, dude, because I got so much good pictures, and they destroy them. He says Facebook destroys them.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
if you have an iPhone,
he said,
he'll
if you
send
saw
you
it
the
on my
pictures and
phone,
it's crystal clear.
Yeah, he said, if you saw it on my phone, you see it crystal clear. Yep.
Yeah. He even says iPhone to iPhone, bro. I mean, I was like, dang.
And same thing with Abe. You know what I mean? He's you know, with his pictures, they I don't know how to depixelate them or something, whatever it's called. You know,
even if his pictures are depixelated, yeah, just like that video he posted the other day, and you see the Dogman stand up and its eye blink 3 times.
Now imagine if it was clear, crystal clear, bro.
Exactly, you would actually see what a real Dogman looks like.
Yeah,
you know, not a pixelated one that looks like something off Minecraft.
Exactly. Yeah, bro, man, it's crazy, man. I don't know why, but well, I do know why they do that, but I just, it sucks, dude. It sucks that you can't have anything on Facebook because they'll just try to destroy it.
So that's just social media, brother. It's their way of controlling us.
Yeah, for real. That is. It is, and you know, and that's the thing, that we're so dependent on everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On them, really, and you know, we're all like that, bro. I mean, we're so dependent on our phone, on our laptops, on just going to shopping. We're dependent on them to go buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Where we can go and hunt for food and hunt for fish and hunt for whatever. You know what I mean?
A buddy of mine hit me with a question 2 weeks ago, and it said, "Hey, take away all your technology for 1 week. Take away the grocery stores. Would you know how to survive for 1 week without any of it?"
No.
We would go insane.
So. Yeah.
We seriously would.
Yeah.
And I think that the guys that people laugh at, like the doomsday preppers or the outdoorsmen that, go hunt their food or grow their own food, they get laughed at like, oh, you're so 1875. Get with the modern terms. But, if the world goes to shit, those guys are the first ones that we're going to be knocking on their doors. They're the ones that have barrels of food stored in a bunker somewhere, and growing their own rabbits and chickens and planting their own crops. Those guys.
Who's going to be laughing? Who's going to be laughing when there's a food shortage? You know what I mean? When there's
a guy I worked on a ranch with, bro, said this one famous saying: "In the valley of the blind, the man with one eye is king."
Damn, yeah.
I was like, yep. I think of it with that term, and I'm like, yes, that is so true.
Yeah. Damn it. Well, all right, man. Hey, so I think we should, call it a night, brother, because we're going a little bit over 2 hours, which is fine with me.
Yeah.
And we could keep going and everything, but I really don't want to, I know people might be tired or something, being Saturday.
Or go watch a game or something. But yeah, it's been an honor to be on your show, brother.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you ever want to come on the West Coast, I'd love to get to know more about you and hear about. And I'll switch it up. I'm not saying it has to be strictly Dogman.
Right.
I try to keep it Dogman, but if you want to talk about your encounter that you had when you were 12, you told me the other day, I'd love to hear that. And for people that are on my page that don't know about yours, definitely to listen and hear it. So that'd be an honor to have you on my show, brother.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I'd love to come on your show and be interviewed by you and talk about me a little bit, because that's
I think you deserve it. You're the guy behind the mic. Why can't you come onto a show and we get to learn about the guy behind the mic? That's why, like I said, I'd be honored to have you on and definitely get to know more about you. Yes. I already know so much, but the people that don't hear that about you, I think that finding out that, hey, Carlito is into metal, it loves his muscle cars, and not just about your Bigfoot encounter. I mean, we'll
Right.
definitely get into that too.
Oh
So,
yeah, that and my 3 UFO encounters too.
oh, see, I didn't know about the 3 UFO.
Yeah.
Man, we'll have to talk about that though. I mean, was it all out there in Texas? You seen them, right?
One was in Texas and 2 were in Mexico when I
Oh,
was
wow.
visiting family in Mexico. Yeah.
Wow.
But look, Dark Woods mentioned something, which is I like that. He says we need to spray paint all billboards. Cryptids are real. that's
Like
that's a
Red
good.
Dawn
Yeah,
type stuff, you
dude.
know.
You
F
know
the
what?
government,
Yeah.
these are real.
Oh, real dude. You know what? I actually thought about that one day when I was at a train stop, right, and I saw all these trains with graffiti and shit on them, right. And I was like, what if I, put something on there that you can't really come out and say, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like this, like cryptids, like something that they'll never know who did it. You know what I mean?
they won't.
But it's there for everybody to see. You know what I mean? That's how
Exactly.
I
But
like. I was
just
thinking,
like how
just thinking.
Darkwood said, if you would have put that on a billboard, how
Yeah.
fast though till it's taken down?
Right.
You'd have to almost record it and have like an anonymous account, which now I'm probably gonna get shut down for saying that. But have an anonymous Facebook account and post that video and keep sharing it. I mean, that's the only way to really get the message across that these things do exist. But
yeah, for real. Or
yeah,
pay a spray paint tagger and have him put it on a train, dude. On a
right.
train car.
That would be the best way to do it.
Right?
You're getting your message across the nation.
Yeah, for real. Everybody would see
From
that.
California to Maine or New York, even up to Washington.
Yeah, man, absolutely, dude. Yeah, that was a good point though, Darkwoods. I appreciate that.
That
man.
is actually, you got me thinking now. If I ever go
Yeah.
rogue, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Cryptids are real.
Yeah, for real, because I've always thought about something like that. You know how people do messages on the sand and at the beach or something.
Yeah,
Like, what if
big
you
old
put
I love
something?
so and so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or you know how they do it like on the grass, where they where they're only the airplanes can see it because it's so
Yeah.
big. You know what I mean? Something like that, dude. I've always thought about doing something like that, but I just don't know what.
right. Cryptids are real. I think
Cryptids are
Darkwood hit the
real.
hammer on the nail.
Oh shit!
Cryptids are real.
You'll have choppers swarming everywhere in 30 minutes, dude. If you put that on a grass
Take 'em
line,
out.
yeah, take
Like,
them out.
shoot,
Who's
he ain't
here?
gonna do that again.
Check the cameras. Check the satellite camera.
Right. Hey, there's a
God.
reason why Elon Musk is shooting all those Starlink, satellites up there.
Dude,
Was just to monitor us.
Yeah, they got satellite cameras, bro.
I definitely believe it, and I wouldn't doubt it 100%.
Mm-hmm. And then now this new 5G technology shit. Now they listen into our households. They can listen to.
Oh, I know. That's what my phone is. I'm on 5G UW
They
right
can
now.
hear it through our
means.
phone. They can hear it through our TV. They can hear it through our laptop. I got cameras here. They can listen to through the cameras and everything, dude. I mean, it's just so easy for them to listen into people's conversations now.
Yeah.
It used to be just satellites. Now it's just all around. Now it's a block from here, 5G.
They're the guys on the outside of the tank watching us ants, colonizing. They'll give us what they want, and they want to control us. That's what it is.
That's right.
See how we respond, but they want to monitor us, so that's understandable. I look what we're doing right now. Like you said, there's probably someone in there listening. Every one of these shows that are cryptid or something they don't want being talked about, that's what they're going to do. Is monitor it.
Exactly. It's like, we outnumber them so bad, bro. It's not even funny, bro.
100 to 1, roughly.
Yeah, dude. It's like, you remember that movie Ants?
The Disney Pixar one?
Pixar.
Yeah.
You remember with the General Ant, the big guys from the soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
He told the ants there, right? He gave him a brief explanation. He gave him a what is it called?
Like an order?
No. He explained it to him with something else, with peas, with the pea.
Mm-hmm.
And he threw a pea at something, and that dude was like, clink, clink, and then like nothing, right? And then he threw a shitload of peas on him, and it fucked him up, right?
Yeah.
So like, imagine this is an ant, the little ants, bam. And he said, imagine all of these, the little ants, if they get together. He said, do you know what they could do to us if they all got together and stood up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they made that relevance, right? Yeah, that's 100%. What they did. He made a relevance. I'm like, damn, dude,
if we all band together and wanted to overthrow the government, I mean,
we could.
They've written books and movies and video games about it. I mean, it's possible.
Yep.
But I mean, I hope it never comes down to that. But brother, I mean, we're if you depending on if you want to talk if we're in the end times or what. I mean, there's so many different avenues you could go with that, but it's happened before. Look at what we did in 1776. We were sick and tired of being told what to do by the guys across the pond. And what do you know? We rose up. We said enough of this shit. We overthrew them and we became a nation. It's bound to happen. History repeats itself. And that's one thing I love about it, learning. Because if we erase our history, we're bound to repeat it. So, and that's what I'm not to get in politics or anything. I'm just saying what they're trying to do is eliminate our history and our past. So we, are we bound to repeat it? I don't know. I hope we don't.
A lot of people don't know, but what our worst, tracker for them to control us even more now. That's why they put so much shit into it, where they can have us like this on their phone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, they put everything, bank, everything, calculator, camera, everything in all in one thing, so they can have us dumbed down like that. But this is like the biggest tracker, bro.
Oh yeah,
they can track you everywhere. Even if you turn it off, they can still track you, and they can still listen in. Even if you turn it off, because when you turn it off, the power thing says it's off, but it's really not off.
It's recording the whole time.
It's still on with the battery in there. It's still on. Why do you think they made them where you can't take the battery out no more, bro?
Exactly. You literally have to break the phone to get it out.
Yeah.
But what's funny is I had a couple ranching buddies I talked to a year ago that were anti-COVID vaccine. They're saying they're injecting you with the nanoparticles to control you and the mark of the beast, and they're going to track you. I was like, bro, they've been tracking us since we've gotten phones.
Yeah.
They're like, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't realize
URL. They're tracking you.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize it. Like even criminals and thieves and shit. They track them by their phone, dude. Like they can track 100%. Them down. GPS.
And
they can track
just like when guys go rob a bank and then say it's a 2015 car. Well, that car's got a tracking device. If you really want to go rob a bank, you gotta go get yourself a 1957 Chevy. Before it had the electronics.
Because now they got the electronics where they can shut it down, right?
Yeah, exactly. Not saying I'm going to condoning that. Just saying, if you want to go rob a bank, I mean, you got to think outside the box.
Right. Right. Not saying that you're going to go do it, but
I wouldn't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not telling you how to do it, but
right.
Probably going to get shut down after tonight.
Yeah, man, that is true, and if their phones, if they got phones, they're fucked, dude. Like, this is what I say. Those days are gone, bro. Where they used to rob banks and all that. Those because they didn't have cell phones back then.
Yeah. And what's funny with the whole COVID thing, bro?
They didn't have computers
people
in the cars back
banks
then.
with masks.
Yeah.
Conceal your identity, but your phone's going to track you down. Thanks, courtesy of the government, and Apple.
Real,
Android.
And that's true. What Darkwood says, he says, I hear they can monitor your emotional value, heart rate, etc. in cell phone. Yeah, that is true.
Oh, you're wearing a heart monitor that they're right now. We're both wearing them.
Here's
or iPhone, or iWatches.
Yeah, here's a heart monitor right here. Yep. This is linked to my phone, so they can read anything from there.
Darkwood's hit the hammer on the nail on that one. I didn't even think about. I mean, I know it's linked to my phone, but never even would have thought that.
Yeah.
Emotional
but even
value.
then, they can do it. We got these extensions, but they can do it with your phone too. They can do that with your phone.
Just let alone play on it
and all that. Yeah, as long as you're holding it, they'll know what what mood.
Well, you know what I found trippy about iPhone is when you get a weekly update. It tells you how long you've been on the screen, like throughout the week. It's like, you were up 4 hours extra this. It's like, dang, they really are. Thank you for telling me that you're watching me. That's like the cool thing. Wow, I really need to maybe not be on my phone as much.
Yeah,
I like you monitoring me.
Hey, Primal Cry. Hey, what's up, Primal Cry? He or she? I'm sorry, I can't remember. I think it was she. I think if I remember correctly, Primal Cry. Said I randomly whisper "fuck you" into the phone, but now I'll switch it up to "cryptids are real." There you go. That's a good one.
That's the way to do it.
See, Primal. We started the trend, bro. We started the trend. See?
Cryptids are real. Hashtag
cryptids are real. Boom. There you go.
I'm gonna start posting every time.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
Cryptids are real.
Cryptids are real. On Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom with Shane.
And Carlito.
And Carlito, yeah.
Bro, who was it? I think Paranormal cried, but who said it on the billboards?
Oh, that was
Dark Woods said it.
Dark
So we
Woods,
got to
yeah.
credit Dark Woods on that.
Yeah,
Cryptids
Dark
are
Woods
real.
came up with that, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that hashtag on all my posts now. I give credit to everybody that's helped me with West Coast. I'm gonna start doing that at the very end.
I'm gonna write everywhere. Cryptids are real by Dark Woods.
By Dark Woods.
I'm just kidding.
There you go.
I'm like, no, don't do that.
Don't do that. I might just start doing that, bro. I mean, cryptids are real. Why not
For
just
real, dude?
throw it on the end of a post?
Yeah.
I already my hashtag list is getting longer.
Yeah,
I have you, Paul, David.
Yeah.
Cryptids
are
Kevin.
real. That sounds badass. That sounds badass. I like it.
Well, bro, the reason why I do that is because every time if someone goes into the search engine and types in hashtag CPK, it'll pull up everything that's referenced with Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom. So that's why I do it. But cryptids are real. Hey, we might just started a movement.
Yeah, for
Dark
real,
Woods
dude. We started a trend. Yeah, with the
we're
help of Dark Woods, man.
With it.
Dark Woods, man. Thank you, brother. You just helped to start a new trend right there.
There you go. Now we just gotta deliver.
Yeah, we're gonna write everywhere. Cryptids are real. Hey, we need to get a T-shirt with that on there, bro.
Cryptids are real.
Cryptids are real. Dude, we need to get one, Shane, for real, bro. We need to get some. Hey, you order them, and I'll send you some money for mine, man. Okay. You know what I mean? I'll get like maybe, I don't know, 3 T-shirts or something. You know what I mean?
What type of T-shirt? You want that, like, say hashtag cryptids are real, or do you want it in quotes, or what color font? I mean, you let me know, brother. I can come up with something.
Yeah, we'll think about that. See what works best. But yeah, we need that, man.
Cryptids are real. We're sure we'll start a new Facebook page. Cryptids are real. See how long it lasts, but
yeah, you know what? I haven't seen a Facebook group named Cryptids are real, bro. I haven't.
Yeah, no. I've heard Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdoms. I've heard of projects. I've heard all these, but never one that just says cryptids are real. I mean, it's an idea.
I saw a Paranormal Encrypted channel, and I was like, damn, that's almost like mine. And then I saw another one, Cryptid and Paranormal, but it says something else, not Kingdom.
Oh, see, yours stands out because it's the Kingdom.
Yeah, because the Kingdom, it's the only one with that.
Yeah, and that's what's cool about yours. I know. I kind of got my buddy Andrew gave me shit about my page. He's like, "You're pretty much copying off the NADP." I was like, "I never even thought of it like that." I was just kind of masking my page to look like Paul's to keep it, just Dogman related, because I like the way how Paul ran it, and that's why originally it was called California Dogman Project. I was like, that sounds kind of dumb. I'm like, let's think of it. Why not? Why limit it just to one state? Why not think of the West Coast? And I was thinking from encounters from California all the way up to Washington. So that's why I came up with the name West Coast and Dogman Project. But I mean, I don't think Jody or any of them have a problem with the name. Hopefully, if there's any copyrights, I'll pay the fees and change it. Cryptid research or something.
You see, Prime McGraw said we need T-shirts now. Yeah,
I'll make up something. I'll post it in Paranormal and Cryptid Kingdom tonight. Who I go through where I make my T-shirts is stickermule.com, and the quality of work that they put out. I just sent off 2 shirts last week to my buddy here in California who ordered them, and he's my California state flag shirt, and then the West Coast. He ordered 2 of them, but Sticker Mule produces a good shirt. I don't know who you got your shirts made through, brother, for Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom.
No, I got a local designer, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm really not into brands or anything like that.
Oh,
just whatever brand they have, at the moment.
Yeah,
because they change it up every once in a while too.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone wants a T-shirt like that, we can definitely start something, and maybe we get everyone's opinion on it. I'll post the shirt up on Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom, and if we can get anybody's input on it, and hey, we need to switch it up. But the place where I go to make my T-shirts only does a front design, so anything on the shoulders or the back. I unfortunately I want to make a shirt that has that, like the NADP shirts, but I would definitely be down to do something and get people's opinions on for you.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I think that's a great start we can do with the T-shirts.
The movement.
The movement, yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait,
because you should read that.
Let me see. I wonder if Shane heard Vic kind of upload about the Dogman encounter in the Bay Area. I think it was Sam. No, I haven't.
No.
I've heard of the one in the Is it San Jose? That was the guy's name. He was the former cop that saw the two werewolves. Is that the one Ant's talking about? Because that guy also had an encounter down in Devil's Punch Bowl out in Palermo, California, which is out the desert. I tried going and checking that area out back in February, but the road was closed due to the recent fires. So if that's the same guy he's talking about, I think that it is. He was a former law enforcement.
I don't really recall because there's a bunch of them in California, but I don't know which one he's talking about. There's one that I shared with him, and then there's others that I don't know which ones they are.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, maybe Aunt Ross, do you remember the episode on that show with Big Hunter about the Bay Area?
Oh, he said I don't think so. Darkwood said have a forest in the background on the t-shirt.
Yeah, t-shirt.
I could definitely try to see if I can come up with something. It might look like one of Vic's t-shirts. You know how it's just squared bordered. I mean, I was thinking maybe just have like wording, but if you want me to put a forest, I could definitely throw something up there and get your opinion on it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that, bro, because we're gonna have to patent that shit too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you know, there's people out there that would steal it.
Steal it and copy it.
I don't know how to do that. So if anyone in the chat knows how to copyright, maybe we'll make a group and just have it as ours. You know, because I'm down for that movement.
Oh, Aunt Rock says it was one Dogman on that.
Oh, because see, that's a different one. I haven't heard that one. Because the one I'm thinking of was two Dogmen, and the former law enforcement officer was out with his buddy, and they were just walking a trail. And they didn't notice him at first. They were kind of crouched down. But when one of the dogmen stood up on its hind legs, it was sniffing the air, and it looked straight at him. And that was in San Jose. Then that same officer was down in Palermo walking with two female friends of his, and around 5:45 at night, saw a dogman howling. And same guy though. I don't know. I'd like to hear that one in San Jose area.
You said it was it was some kind of rest area or something.
Oh, rest. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to scroll through. I mean, just going through 200 of Vic's channel episodes takes an hour and a half. Just kind of reading the bio.
But you know what? But you know what? It might be easy to find if you just talk. If you just type Dogman Bay Area California, because one thing about Vic, he does in his description of his videos, he mentions everything, where it happened, who it is, and all that. So if it's in there, it'll bring it out because he mentioned Bay Area. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know one thing I started trying to do when I first started my page, brother, for West Coast was anything in the Western states. I was actually doing my own little thing, and I was writing down where the encounters were happening. Like, for example, let's throw Ryan Tremblay's out there, for example. He's in Arizona where his encounter happened. I wrote it down on a piece of paper and what episode it was, and I was going to post out like what state it was in the West Coast area, you know, one in Washington and what episode it was. I was going to do like a whole series on that. People wanted to listen, so I kind of gave up. I actually have the sticky notes all right here, but you can kind of see I've kind of written them down just a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just a brief person's name and what episode number, what the year was, and what state and city.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll start that eventually, because I know one thing with the NADP is that they don't have us share anything from Vic Cundeff's page or Jeff's. They don't want things posted on their stuff.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that too. Like,
which I respect that, and that's the thing. I mean, someone says, "Hey, don't go do this," and then if you're part of their organization, you know you abide by the rule. So
right.
But that's why I also have my page. So if I want to do it, I can do whatever I want. Hey, I'm going to post this. Just like your page. Hey, I'm going to go share Vic Cundeff's episode 207 on Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom. But
exactly, bro. You
see, you got to believe me.
He's a spinoff of
Black Sabbath. Heck yeah, that would be dope.
Cool. Yeah. We got to talk about that, man. About the t-shirts, but that is a great idea. That is a good one.
Maybe we'll talk after this on Messenger, or maybe later on in the week, brother. When you have some time, I'll definitely come up with a shirt though, and a design, and see who I'll post it in Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom. And get everyone else's opinion. And
you know what I would think would be cool, man? Like not put actual, Dogman or cryptids, but just like shadows. You know what I mean?
Oh, like silhouettes, huh?
Yeah, silhouettes. Yeah,
Okay.
and I
So you
got
almost want like a
I got
light
some
forest background.
silhouettes. Yeah, I got some badass silhouettes from Dogman and Bigfoot.
Yeah. Should we throw more cryptids in there? Like, would you say like
Yeah,
Mothman and all them,
yeah.
or
I mean, we can, Jersey Devil and all that shit.
that would be cool.
So,
My two
so
favorite ones are just the first
right.
two you mentioned, but
You know what would be cool too, bro?
what?
Like, put in the back or right underneath. Cryptids are real. Put if you know, you know.
That would be cool in quotation marks.
In
If you
quotation,
know,
if
you
you know, you
know.
know. You know what I mean?
That would be dope.
And then they're all like, would you say the black images? Would you say
The silhouettes?
yeah, silhouettes. There you go.
Yeah, so we'd almost need to put that on a lighter background though, because if you have like dark, not to mention dark woods, not your name, but like a picture of like a dark forest line,
Yeah.
silhouettes, we'd either have to turn them white or something where the contrast just pops.
I think it would be better in the back if you know, because then it'll spark up their curiosity to turn around and look in front, see what it says in the
If you
front.
know, you
See what
know.
yeah,
That would be dope,
right?
bro. You could
Yeah.
definitely do that. Like I say, with t-shirts, everything's possible. I just who I go through, I would have to find a local vendor and to do that, to do the front and the back, because Sticker Mule only does the front. They do great quality work, but they don't do the shoulders or the back, unfortunately. And there's only
Right.
like one size of the logo you can have. It's only 3 options.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember I was gonna make you a concept, but you're like, I already got a concept with Cryptid and
What I
Paranormal
want,
Kingdom.
yeah.
I was like, I like yours better. I was just, making fan art.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get that picture from well, if you guys don't know, if whoever's still tuned in, the picture from my my YouTube. Actually, that's where I got it from. The what is it called, Shane? The little ball thingy. What
The
is it called?
silhouette?
No. Like on, how yours, you have your what is it, emblem, or what is it called? That little thingy where with the name of your show and all that. What is it called?
West Coast?
Yeah, but I'm talking about that little ball with your kind of like a profile picture on there.
Oh, like my thumbnail?
No. For YouTube though. You know what I mean? Okay,
trying to
well,
think.
my see, okay, you see how Ant Rocks right now has that one, and he's got a guitar in there,
Yeah.
like that, but for Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom,
Yeah.
that
Oh, your Werewolf in the Moon?
yes, the Wolf in the
Yeah.
Moon. That's that exact one right there. That's the one I want to get on a shirt. But I want to
okay.
I want to get it about this big.
Your
right
profile
now.
picture.
Yeah, like 8 inches. You know what I mean?
Okay, you can. I think on a Sticker Mule
Or
offers
something.
12 by 12 or 12 by 6.
Yeah, that'd be good. 12.
Yeah.
And then have it say, Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom across it, right across it, just like my.
Dude, that would be sick. I think that you can honestly sell those shirts, and they'd be a hot commodity, because the Dogman or the werewolf yelling in them to the moon and have it in red writing, it would pop.
Yeah.
I think I want
to make those. I want to make those shirts for the group. You know what I'm saying, for CPK, just like you made for the WCP. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing. But yeah, I want to make it for the group. But we need to we need to work on that one. On the cryptids are real.
Cryptids are real. I love it.
I love that. Yeah, I love it, man.
But yeah, definitely come up with something. I'll throw something up, and then if anybody else in the chat or in the group wants to make up their own concept, and we can all just do a vote at the end of the week or whenever, and see who gets the most votes on.
You know what I want to do also, Shane, and I think that'd be a good idea for you too. Even for starting off or whatever with your t-shirts. Like make some t-shirts for your for your members, right?
Yeah.
But make like contests or something. Whoever wins the contest gets a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
See, I don't profit off of the shirts I sell though. Someone told me the other day, like, "Oh, you're profiting off your shirts that you sell at West Coast." No, I'm not. Or they called me a charlatan. That's what it pissed me off. Was I tell them I screenshot how much it costs me on Sticker Mule, and it's $19 a shirt, and then I send them the copy of the receipt and say, "Hey, if you want 2 t-shirts, it's $40." And I show them the receipt, and I'm not profiting off anything. Now, if I sold my shirts for $25, I'd be making $6, but I'm not in it to make money. I'm in it to, spread my brand, just like I think what you would do at CPK. But I mean, if you got to make a little bit of money for shipping, you're going to have to do something. But, $5 people could fork out. I mean, inflation's gone up 7.9%, so they say they can shell out an extra few dollars. But No,
Oh
I send
yeah,
the receipts, so I don't profit off anything off of
yeah,
off West Coast.
yeah, yeah. Darkwood says, "Does that mean we get a free T-shirt?" Yeah, you do. You do, Darkwoods. Ant rocks. You too,
I've
man.
sent out lots of free shirts. I think I've sent
Yeah,
out at least 7 or 8 when I
yeah,
first started West Coast, and
yeah,
I mean, I took a kind of a loss on that. It cost me like $150. Like, you think like $20 a shirt roughly,
yeah.
but I
Like
did it
20.
to. It was more like, hey, this is my own money. I can do what I
Yeah,
want with it. If I want to
exactly,
send someone in Louisiana a free shirt or Paul in Kentucky a free shirt, hey,
exactly.
they helped me get to where
Yeah,
I'm at today.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
it's more of an appreciation, not a
yeah.
loss.
Yeah, and your loyal followers and your
And your loyal
moderators or
friends too,
something, your
the people
loyal
who helped
friends.
you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
bro.
And just like you, bro, I need to get you a West Coast shirt. Let me know what
Yeah,
size.
bro.
And when I get
Yeah,
a little
thank
extra
you.
overtime, I'll definitely get you one.
Yeah, bro. Same. Likewise, I'll make you one for CPK too. What I want to do also, bro, like because I think who was Darkwood said it like or put a link underneath it too, like for your shirt.
Uh huh.
That'd be cool because since you're sporting it out in the public or whatever, right? Put a link. You know what I mean? Like YouTube,
Uh huh.
Instagram, Facebook. You know what I mean?
That would be actually pretty dope because then
Yeah,
people could look you up. I mean, I
yeah.
only do mine off
They
of
see that
YouTube
like, oh, what is that? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. What is it? Oh, it's a group on and I got
on
a
Facebook or
channel. Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
would be
oh
a good
shit.
idea,
Oh, and you got you're on Facebook. You're on Instagram. You're on YouTube. Oh shit, I gotta look that up. You know what I mean?
right?
Yeah,
That's the
spark up
way.
their
That's how you spread your
curiosity.
awareness
Yeah,
of your group and your page.
yeah.
Definitely
That's another way of what is it called?
branding.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much putting your name out there.
yeah, yeah,
And me, brother, I'd wear your shirt and sponsor it, 100%, just like I
yeah,
wear my own. It's not
yeah.
that I don't everything to me. Some people think it might be a competition, but it's not. People like you and me, you've helped me grow. And,
Right.
that it's just more of a, hey, this guy helped me, just like with David, Paul, all these other guys, they all help me. That's why I do the
Yeah.
hashtag, and
Exactly. Yeah, I see
show
that. Yeah.
support. I'm
Yeah.
not,
Exactly,
it's not
bro.
that I'm trying to be
And
bigger than
that's what.
anybody. I don't ever want to get big, to be
Right.
honest.
And that's how it's supposed to be, bro. Like you know what I mean. We're supposed to support each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if we
Because
get more like,
right. Because like right now, look, I got 2,400 followers or members on Facebook.
mhm.
But and you got like 600 and something, but that doesn't
No,
make
I've
a
only got like
difference.
200, brother. But hey, I'm
Okay,
happy with what I
200.
have.
Okay, but look, the way I'm seeing it is like, as long as me and you are friends, they're gonna go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
you're gonna get a lot of people from my thing. You know what I mean? Because
E-
once they see you on my thing, they're like, oh, let me check this guy out. You know, oh shit, you know what? He talks about the same thing, maybe a little different or whatever, but I like his thing. Let me go ahead and subscribe. Let me go ahead and join his group. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and I
and
think what you
that's
do,
helping each other out. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
100%, brother.
yeah,
But you look at how many you've increased your viewers, and like you said, 2,400. That's a big number. That's throughout the whole United States.
yeah,
2,400 people that know who Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom is,
yeah, yeah,
and I think that's
exactly.
what's badass. I
Yeah,
think that's cool. I mean, if I ever get that level, maybe one day, but I'm not in it for the viewers or the likes.
right,
I
right.
just love having the support, guys like you, Kentucky Dogman Project,
Yeah.
all these other pages that I do
Mm-hmm.
hashtags and shout outs. They show me support and helped me grow to where I am today. So it's just more of an appreciation on my end for the people that helped me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, bro. You see what Primal Cry said? She said, just put a skid mark on the back of the T-shirt.
Now
Now
that's
that's
branding.
branding.
You could definitely do that just right down the back, just a brown streak,
For real, dude.
squatching.
Man, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, yeah, we'll do that. And so yeah, well, we want to just thank all you guys, man. Dark Woods
Thank you
and
guys.
Rocks, Primal Cry, everybody that stayed to the end. Thank you guys. Thank you. We know they're not bored, bro, but you know what I mean.
No, I know, man. It's been an honor. I mean,
But
just
it's yeah,
almost 3 hours has been an honor.
yeah.
Every minute just being on your show and just getting to chit chat with you, brother, has been
Thank you, bro.
a
Thank you. Yeah,
blessing.
yeah. And the way I like to do my shows is like just natural flow, bro. You know what I mean? We just
Yeah, it's not scripted. Like I'm not sitting there
yeah,
going,
it's not scripted. It's
oh,
not
you missed this.
robotic. It's yeah. You know what I
Robotic.
mean? Yeah.
Shane went into the woods.
Yeah.
Shane found a Sasquatch. No, it's like, no, give us more of a detail.
Yeah,
It, like you said,
exactly.
it just flows. It just flows.
Yeah,
Just like two
exactly.
buddies talking, having a beer,
Yeah,
sitting, you know, in the
yeah,
backyard, just chilling, catching
yeah.
up on old times.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Ant
Yeah,
could do
they
this
know.
all night, brother.
Yeah.
When I first
He
met
knows.
Carlito, we talked for almost 5 hours.
Yeah,
So
dude.
I'm pretty sure we all
Yeah.
possibly could do it.
Yeah, we could, bro.
You're
Yeah.
looking tired though, man. Your eyes looking
And
heavy.
a little bit, but you know what?
Yeah.
And and they know it too. Like Ant, who else? Voltron too. I spoke to him over 4 or 5 hours at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Who
and,
is it you
and
talked to for 7 hours? Was that Ant or was that Voltron?
I think it was Ant.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
Ant.
it was
Okay.
Ant. Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
like 7 hours, dude. Like wow, dude.
I gotta limit my time.
And it didn't even feel that much, bro. It felt like maybe 2 hours tops, bro.
Oh,
That's how
100%.
that's
Because
how
it's just two good
badass.
buddies just talking
Yeah,
live.
yeah,
And
that's
it's
how
not even
badass the
cryptids all the time.
conversation was, bro. Like we felt like it was 2 hours when it was really a little over 7.
You're like,
Crazy.
wow, the sun's already gone down. I just started talking to you right after lunch.
For
You know?
real. You know what? Hey, Ant, call me, dude. Call me after the show. You know what I
Right?
mean?
We're gonna start a new trend. It's what 11 o'clock your time. I'll see you until the sun rises.
For real, dude. No
That's
shit,
so cool,
man.
though. I mean, like you
Yeah,
said, you just get lost in conversation, and
yeah.
time just flows, and you don't realize how much time's passed.
Pass by.
So
Yeah.
I think it's awesome that you have
That.
a good
Yeah.
following like that, brother.
Yeah, brother.
It
Yeah,
truly
for
is
real.
cool because, like you said, these guys are your friends, and
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
not just in the cryptid stuff, but I mean, just
Mhm.
real life.
Real
Hey, I'm
life,
doing a
bro.
show. Hope you come through. And hey, like they said, they can do this all night.
Yeah, brother. Shoot, man. Ants drinking beer, having a blast. He said.
Oh hell yeah! What's he drinking? If you don't mind me asking, I'm a
What you
Miller Lite
drink?
guy.
What you drinking, Anthony?
Good times from Dark Woods.
Yeah, man. Darkwoods played a hell of a role tonight, brother.
Cheers, Anthony. Hell yeah. Carlito's a great guy. Yeah, that's you are, brother. You don't get enough credit for that. I don't know if you hear that enough, from people in the cryptid community. I know we're all just one doing our own little things, but I mean, for someone like you helped me out. So like me giving you a shout out and just praising you for helping me get to on StreamYard and starting doing something I'm proud to do and something I'm passionate about. You
Pointers
helped
for
me.
your channel and all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and it's been an honor, man. Like I think you don't get enough credit. And
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
yeah, Darkwood said Stella Artois. Man, that's what's up. Stella Artois. Just the name just sounds fancy.
I know, right? I was like, God damn.
Like I need to wear like a with a tuxedo, and just Stella Artois.
Yeah, for real. Oh, Ant said he's drinking Corona, bro. Yeah, that's a hell
Ant's
of a
Corona.
beer.
Darkwoods is drinking Stella Artois.
Stella Artois.
That is cool.
Damn, hell yeah, bro.
I drink the cheap beer. I'm like Miller. I like the Miller Lights, man. It's been my thing for a while.
I like Modelo. That's my favorite.
Modelo with tacos,
man, dude. Yeah,
Oh, Taco Tuesday out here in Cali.
Yes, shoot.
With some
Cold ass
wine.
Modelo and a fajita taco.
Oh, bro, now you got me hungry.
Guacamole.
Like, man, I just ate dinner, but I'm on a keto diet, so it's like cheating with tacos. I can only eat the taco meat. I have to throw the tortilla away, which is the best part.
Yeah.
Well, not the best, but it's got the flavor. But being on keto sucks. That's why I've got to limit what I eat. So
yeah, that's true. Damn.
Newcastle. It said Newcastle.
Yeah, man. Well, we had a great time tonight.
I had a
guys.
blast, brother.
I can't lie, man. Yeah, we did.
Like you said, it's been an honor and to be on your show and CPK all day, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. And everybody out there, make sure to go check out Shane with his group on Facebook. It's West Coast Dogman Project, as well as his YouTube channel, also called West Coast Dogman Project. And check out his videos and make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, no problem, man. And I see you're growing, bro. I see you're growing.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Slowly but surely. Like I say, I'm only in it just for, not for the viewers or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Just a guy that's passionate about Dogman and other cryptids too. But the first one that was mentioned is I'm going to hopefully have that encounter and hopefully it doesn't rip my head off. But if I go missing on David Pilati's 411, at least I went out doing what I enjoyed. Dogman abducted me. I don't know. I got that encounter. They are real.
Yeah, brother. Darkwood said, "Killer show." Appreciate you, Darkwoods. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Darkwoods. Thank you, Ant. Thank you,
Ant
Primal
also.
Cry. Thank you for everyone that showed up in the comments, and much love, Shane. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And hit me up on Facebook too. I'd like to get to know Ant, especially if you're in California, brother.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody wants to, chop it up with Shane, hit him up on Facebook, man.
Yeah, and maybe you guys can come on the show. I mean, we don't even have to, even if you haven't had an encounter, we can just talk Dogman. I don't care. I just like talking Dogman, cryptids, I don't mind.
I've actually told that to Ant before. He's like, man, but I was like, man, you could just come on there and talk, cryptids with me, bro. And
yeah, I mean, look at me. I've never had an encounter, but here I'm on CPK tonight, and we're talking about what little experience I have, what knowledge of Dogman, and what I think I found out in the woods. But I mean, I've never had an encounter either.
Exactly.
But yeah, I appreciate you having me on, brother. And like I said, much love, and I'll definitely I'll be messaging you here tonight. But I'm gonna go work on that shirt design for you and get your guys' opinions on what it might look like.
Yeah, you know what? All this talking about beer, man. Now y'all got me wanting to go to the store and get me a beer, dude. For real.
I know. As soon as we're done here, I'm driving down to the corner store, the 76, and find me an 18-pack.
Yeah.
Get some tacos maybe at it and just say, hey, Saturday night's my cheat night.
There you
it's
go.
only Fridays.
There you go. That's it right there. Saturday weekend's a cheat weekend, man.
Yeah, but doing keto, man, you got to be strict on it. It sucks.
Get you some low carb beer, though. You know what I mean?
I know Michelob Ultra, the water beer.
Yeah, the water
the
beer.
millennial beer. 2.6 grams of carbs. Yay. Tastes like water.
Dude. Yeah. I remember, man, I don't know how it got so popular nowadays, dude. I remember that was like, way back in the day, it was like a girl drink, dude. A girl drink.
Yeah, that's how I look at it myself. Yeah. But the wife will sometimes go buy it, and she's like, "Hey, that's what we got." Well, hey, it looks like I'm drinking the girly beer tonight.
Exactly.
Keeping my figure, man. 2.6 grams of carbs. So, but yeah, I mean, I was a big guy on Coors Original. I was drinking them Yellow Jackets for a while, but I got pretty big on them too. So, had to cut back and lose some weight.
Yeah. I was answering staying healthy. She says YOLO, you only live once, so yeah. Thank you. Thank you, staying healthy. Yeah. But yeah, man. It was great. It was great tonight, man.
Definitely an honor, brother. And like I said,
I really do feel like I want to go get a beer, bro. I really do.
You should hang loose and enjoy your beer tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I appreciate being on your show. And like I said, brother, we'll still chit chat, and I'll message you after we get off the air. And thank you again, and everybody in the comments. I appreciate the just being here, supporting Carlito and his great page. And like I say, brother, you were my inspiration to want to come out and do interviews. And I mean, same with David and the other guys, DA, Paul, everybody. But you helped me start my platform, and I couldn't appreciate you enough, brother. And like I say, much love, mahalo.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah, appreciate it, bro.
And you have yourself a good night, brother, and everybody in the chat, you have a good evening.
Yeah, bro. You too, man. You be good, man.
You hang loose, okay?
I'll see you later, brother.
All right, brother.
See you,
Take
everybody.
Care.
Everybody in the chat, thank you for staying out tonight with us tonight, man. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see y'all next time.
Take care.
Out.
Late.
Bye.